It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wow.
No, that's not.
You know what that means?
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You don't know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch on YouTube with view for French. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody.
Howdy.
Howdy. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hey, Leroy.
Yes, sir.
It's Frog Boy's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Frog Boy.
The lone good day in August.
Yeah. Well, my mom was born in August.
The
Also,
second day that matters in August.
Arbor Day. Gotta count.
I thought that was March.
Is
Oh, my
I
goodness.
thought we had that one. So,
When
I don't
did
know.
you start celebrating Arbor Day?
I just wanted a day.
When
When
is
is
Arbor Day? Well, now I gotta know.
Yeah,
Huh?
for sure.
April.
What?
April 25th.
You, like,
Changes every year.
I was off.
Okay. Well, yes. Number 2 day.
What do you got planned today, Frog Boy? Did you put your makeup in the sink?
Hey, by the way, guess what? That sink's been empty. You know what I'm talking about? That sink's been empty recently. You know, I had to lay down. the
So
law.
she hasn't gone anywhere.
No, I saw bought her a lot of makeup. Just went straight
Hey,
to Ulta after.
I
work.
love how we Tommy Tough Guy, when we would, and then we go home and we just succumb to the,
$75 worth of makeup that day.
75.
So
I
what do
don't
you-
even
what do
know
you
how
got-
much makeup costs.
So what are you doing? A Monday
Oh,
birthday?
yes.
Did you celebrate last weekend? Because you were doing post game.
Hey, wait. So
you
no,
doing this weekend? When does or do you just get
Did you
today's
have-
birthday half-assed?
did you have man stuff all over the sink as you spent the whole weekend?
I should have, right?
Yeah.
And I would have heard about it for sure. But no, I kept it pretty chill. Tonight, I will be in attendance at Amarant Bank Arena for Monday Night Raw.
Oh, wow. Monday Night Raw's tonight?
It is indeed.
How about that?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not
That's
bad.
kind of cool.
That
You think
is
any
different.
Panthers are going to be there?
I'm hoping they bang the drum. I don't know if they do that for Monday Night Raw. But that'd be
I
cool.
think every sport
Just bang
the drum.
Why not?
Drum.
He just thinks that Victor E. Rat is going to be out
Ooh,
there.
Yeah,
I know
hoping.
what I'm trying to do.
Hoping.
I want to do it for the Dolphins game.
What's that?
Bang the drum in Cleveland.
Oh.
Yeah, to rub it in.
So you've decided then you're going to Cleveland for the Dolphin game.
I'm going to Cleveland next weekend.
Are you really?
I'm going to
Oh, that's the Texas game.
Yeah.
That's next. Why is it in Cleveland?
Yeah, what's up with
Because
that?
no, I'm going to.
Oh, you're
Me and Metcalf are
you're
going to
meeting
drive
Metcalf in
to
Cleveland.
in Cleveland. We're going to drive to Michigan
Mm.
and go to Michigan, Texas, and then go to the Cleveland game on Sunday.
That's preseason.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Oh, that's no. So
seven.
that's in 2 weeks.
The 7, 2 weeks.
Okay, 2
Yeah.
weeks. Gotcha.
2 weeks.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. That's a fun trip. So then,
And I'm not missing.
What
Flight schedule is brutal.
is it?
oh,
So I leave at 9:00
Mm.
Friday night.
Okay.
I get in at 12, right? Turn around, probably get up at 5, 6, right? And then I fly out at 5:40. I'll land and then come straight to the station.
Jeez.
Yeah.
oh,
Wow.
Miami
I like,
or Fort
by the
Lauderdale?
way, I like flying either early in the morning or late in the evening.
Mm.
At middle of the day, flying, going to the airport. You know what I check my ticket for, though?
Mm,
That priority.
Of course. Are you
Like,
flying out of Miami?
need that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because, well, here's the problem.
Just,
Flying-
uh,
Flying out of Fort Lauderdale has 27 connections.
mm.
So you can either fly at 9 at night and get in at 12 or leave at 7 and get in at 12.
It's just been I've flown out the last 2 times I've flown out of Fort Lauderdale, and it was so much faster.
It is, but that's because there's no, like,
No international.
American's a big hub. And so American flies out of it used to be, I want to say Continental,
Mhm.
used to be in Fort Lauderdale. and you could get direct flights. But I started flying Miami when I was in Minnesota. The only direct flights to Minnesota came out of Miami, so I would just go to Miami.
So you're going to Raw tonight. Who is the headliner? Do you know? Have they advertised what the match is? Do you have any idea? Have you been keeping up with the wrestling?
I don't. I do pop my head in for major events like The Rock's return or whenever
WrestleMania.
Logan Paul does something crazy. But I'm just there for the event. Yeah, you guys ever been to a live wrestling event?
I've never been to a live wrestling event.
Never,
I
right?
have been to some local wrestling facility though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Fight Evolution Wrestling. I've been. Shout out to.
Does micro wrestling count?
That's true. I have been to micro wrestling. I have been to micro wrestling.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it's somewhat like that. Just fun
Hey,
wrestling going on.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
Don't be the only black person there.
What do you call you, Evander Holy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just sitting there. Look, we having a drink. We sitting there. Hey, Evander Holyfield.
Wow.
I'm like, hey, man.
Was no mistaking it either because it wasn't even like the crowd was filled out yet. It was
Right.
the first match.
I was literally the only black person there.
Yep.
So like everybody just all of a sudden everybody turned to look at me. I'm like, wow, this is messed up.
It was really one of those things, and we said this when we walked out of micro wrestling, and we were like,
I need to go take a bath.
We'll never be the same after this. Like when you saw a tiny luchador motorboat a woman 4 times.
4.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A little much, buddy.
A little much.
A little much.
Little much. He took advantage of his stature to get away with that one. I was like, I don't know if what we saw tonight was okay.
Afterwards, he's like, can you believe I got away with that 4 times?
Yeah, because he's probably got a bet in the background. How many times do you think I could do it before it's uncomfortable?
He probably goes micro arena to micro arena doing the same thing.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
So you think I could break the record tonight?
And then here's the thing:
4 motorboats.
They were staying in the hotel across the street,
Mm.
and when we were pulling up, they were all walking there, and like, dude, like 15 little people just walking across the street to the arena, like, catch you off guard.
Definitely does. Okay. Well, enjoy yourself.
Especially when they lie and say one coming in at 310. Dude, there's no way.
He's big though.
But come on.
No, they lie a lot though. I've seen like wrestling listings at like 8 feet, 500 pounds, and it's like he's 6'5". Please stop.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We'll get into it because we're
Yes,
a little up
I got
against it.
some.
But Dolphins preseason, they
I was
are
pissed
undefeated. Really?
I was pissed off.
Oh, we'll get to
Really
that.
pissed off.
We'll get into that.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get into that. Congratulations to Khalil Ware. Got engaged this weekend.
Oh, not to that cat, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because that's the only pictures we've seen is him of that cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I like that.
Why?
I don't want him to worry about his wedding or his marriage right now. I want him to be married.
He got engaged, dude.
To
He could
rebounds
get
and
married
blocks.
next offseason.
Engaged to
Yeah.
rebounds and blocks, please.
He could be maybe like he is. Maybe he's also like this keeps him grounded, you know.
Yep.
He won't be distracted by
He won't.
Astron.
He
that's
won't
true.
be. He won't be
Yeah.
running them streets.
Yeah, he's gonna need that in South Florida. It's good.
Or
Actually,
he's
no,
gonna
it's a
be
good call.
accused of cheating in a month.
Oh,
Because
I don't like that.
I'm just saying. Hey, listen.
Mm.
Not for nothing. Some people have their stuff together, so it could very well be. I'm not making any claims here, but like when I came down in college, I told all the women on the plane, all you 10s and all you bougie girls up in Michigan, find a friend on the plane, because once we get off this plane, you go from a 10 to a 5.
Jeez.
And guess what? Nobody would talk. I'm like, do you see this bitch? Are you kidding me?
I like it.
I told you.
Like you said, ground. Like what is he? He's from Arkansas,
Yeah.
and then played at Oregon
Dude,
and Indiana.
Can I just tell you,
Different.
he is
For sure.
the second black person I know from Arkansas.
Who's the first?
I played with him, Chris Warren. And let me explain something to you. I've never been to Arkansas. You know why? Go read up on Arkansas.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's very shocking.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, no. I have driven around Arkansas.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Arkansas, by the way.
Don't play, huh?
One of my college football teams to watch this year.
Why?
I play with them in college football. They're fast.
Whew, really? So I'm sitting here telling
they have
you
a-
about the plight of the
Yeah.
southern region, and you're talking about
Don't they have a Marlin on their team who's 30?
Oh no, well,
Monte Harrison?
I know he was a Marlin at one point. I know he was a Brewer. I don't know.
He was in the Yelich trade.
Wow.
what happened?
Yeah,
he went back to college.
He went back to college. He's 29 and he's playing for. I don't know if he made the team. I assume he.
Yeah,
did.
no, he did.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that in college. College, you just walk on.
Yeah, well, he's playing for Arkansas.
29.
Well, we got another Chris Winkie situation, which is, can I just say real quick, the most baffling and annoying thing about college athletics. You can play professional baseball and not use your football eligibility, right?
Yeah.
But you remember the kid from Colorado that made the Olympics in snowboarding, and they disqualified him because he was getting money to train for snowboarding, and they wouldn't let him play football.
So stupid.
It is the dumbest thing in the world. And that's why everybody looks at the NCAA like a clown show.
Yep.
Because of stuff like that. I had a guy that I play with, Greg McMurtry. He was on scholarship at the University of Michigan. Every summer, he also got drafted in baseball. He would go and get paid and play baseball in the farm system. And I don't get it.
He's turning 29 this week, and he's a wide receiver.
Can he run?
I mean, he was very athletic for a baseball player. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but he looked like Monte Harrison.
Well, questions.
Hmm?
Hand-eye coordination.
Hmm?
Can he catch?
Yeah, I mean,
it's the same, like a great hitter. They say got great hands, right?
It's one of those guys that I feel like Monte Harrison always had like a viral home run because he hit it 500 feet, but it was the one home run.
Yeah, just one.
one. Let's see.
I'm surprised, like you reckon. Well, of course, you have like a plethora of baseball players in your brain, especially Marlins. But
especially when there's trades.
Yeah, I remember him for the Yelich trade. It was that's what always stuck out. Like there was a year we thought, oh, he's going to be a thing. Like, Monte Harrison, we're excited for him to come up.
Oh, JJ Bleday,
JJ Bleday was like the number 1 pick in the draft. What, number 2 or something like that, right?
I don't remember what his number was, but he was the Marlins' first round pick.
And I saw him. I remember watching him in the College World Series. Like, he is it.
29 though. I mean the Aussie punter did it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what about Chris Winkie?
How old was Chris Winkie?
26.
Sheesh.
Didn't he win the Heisman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair though?
And then what about Drew Henson?
How old is he?
He did it in Dallas.
Yeah.
He went and played baseball. I always know Drew Henson because they used to give that job to Drew Henson and sit Tom Brady. Think about that. You're at Michigan. You have 2 choices. Tom Brady and Drew Henson, and you kept rolling with Drew Henson.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
WQAM broadcasting live
All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Frogboy, did you enjoy hosting a post game on Saturday? A voyage for you to get out of some. How many hours do you guys do? How many did you do?
So I was getting off at midnight. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they wanted me to do longer for any reason, I wasn't gonna do it. But I did 10 to midnight. It was unfortunately not the most highlight filled game, if you will.
Dude,
But,
it was not.
Yeah, it was.
Both games have kind of gone the same way. We're like, hey, pretty good starts,
Yeah.
pretty entertaining, captivating, and then
Here's all you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's all you want. You want to see, what you guys look like. And so you saw Tua in there get in and make some throws, and you go, oh, Tua's Tua.
Yep, Tua,
Right?
Tua.
You want to see, the new guys, the young guys, and how they play. There's only one thing that really pissed me off in this game.
I think I know what it is, but
And I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm gonna
Marcos,
can I whisper it in your ear? All right, and
Please do.
You tell me if
No.
I got it right.
All right.
Don't-
Hey, come on, get out of here.
I can hear you.
What?
Am I right?
So no, I don't know. I didn't. I just.
Oh.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
And I used to say this about things in general,
Mm.
right? There's certain situations where you don't need to talk trash about what you're gonna be because the game is on Sunday.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Don't tell me how tough you are.
Mhm.
Don't tell me how you big up front and gonna stop the run and then get ran over by a group of men that's not even game planning for you.
So
That's the same stuff as last year, getting dump trucked and ran over.
Oh, so you were upset about the Brian Robinson run?
Just all the running.
Wow.
Okay.
They ran over him like it's not.
Willy-nilly?
You know how hard it is to run a football in preseason?
Hmm.
It is impossible because everything is basic. Line up and play football.
That's
So
not-
when I saw that, I'm like, oh my goodness, they talking about we're going to be tougher and we're going to talk trash and we're going to fight during camp. That's the definition of fighting, not giving up an inch.
that wasn't my prediction.
What was it?
Raheem Mostert failing to get it on 3rd and short twice.
Yeah, that too. But again, some of your best running teams, okay, also has a very good defense to stop the run. Those two work hand in hand. If you look at Baltimore over the years, up front, they're dogs on defensive front. And usually they run the ball really well on offense, simply because that's what you're practicing against every day. That creates toughness. Now, I see one side of the ball, they run in at will, and I look at the other side of the ball, and you're getting stuffed on 3rd and 1 twice.
Yep.
Now, don't come to me talking.
You want to know?
Don't come to me talking.
Can I just say something?
I
now?
know
You know why they didn't get that 3rd and 1? Getting face planted.
I mean, our boy, he also did an Olay.
Oh, Patrick Paul?
Yeah, but can I tell you here? Y'all don't want to hear this. I'm gonna tell you why. He was tired.
Really?
Yeah, he
Interesting.
played a lot of.
It looked like they crossed his big ass up.
No,
they were like, he was like,
Hey, the first thing that goes when you get tired are your legs.
Mm.
So he didn't look like he had the quick feet. He didn't, and that's what happens when you get.
It was
tired.
a bad mistake, but that was,
But-
obviously
So-
it led to a fumble, but he's still a giant.
Do you understand that those two things? Okay,
Mhm.
if you don't fix that, Tua ain't gonna never get on the field.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You think every team that you play right now is watching that tape and say, "Oh, we can run it on them."
It was funny, Marcos, because I know people are going to text in and they're going to be like, "This is the second preseason game and all that stuff."
No.
I'm going to
It's
tell you
the
right now.
attitude. The attitude in which you stop. And I'm telling you right now,
Mhm.
it is impossible to run the football in during training camp and during the preseason because you're not game planning. There's no scheme, right? You're just handoff, lead blocker.
Some-
Handoff, lead blocker. There's no trickery.
Sometimes Leroy is ghost of takes past, Marcos. And there was one time back in
Oh, yeah.
2018-ish, the Miami Hurricanes
Yep.
played Bethune-Cookman.
Yep.
They won 69-0.
Yep. I didn't care.
But Leroy was incensed on Monday
Mm.
because they failed in one drive
Yes,
to pick up 4th and 1.
I do remember that actually.
And guess what? And as the season played on, okay.
Exposed.
Soft.
That's
Yeah.
but no, there's only in every game, whether it's preseason or during the regular season, right? There's certain moments in the game that you have to take care of. Otherwise, you're going to deal with it all year. So, number one, every team is going to throw some BS blitz at you during the preseason. They may never use that blitz again, but they're just testing the waters. Let's see if they can pick up the blitz. Let's see if they can do this. If you don't pick it up, and this is one of the first things you're told in camp as an offense, hey, if we don't pick up the blitz in camp, we're going to see it all year, right? You pick up the blitz in camp, they go, okay, well, we got to find another method because the blitz is not working, right? That's just how it goes. The other thing, if you're getting run on in camp or in preseason or in camp, watch how many teams try to run the ball and to keep the ball out to his hands. You got to set that tone now to let people know that that's not going to be a possibility. So if any time, any team thinks, oh, kind of soft, they're going to try to bully you.
Wow.
That's reality.
I don't like that.
That's the reality of it, though. That's not a news flash. At any point in time, think about it. You could go in the fight game. You can go into boxing. Anytime your opponent senses that you're soft, right? What do? They become more aggressive.
Sure.
And that's what happens in football.
Did you were you impressed at all with Cam Smith? Cam Smith had a bad first whiff, and then he kind of picked it up afterwards.
It's all part of the evolution of Cam Smith. I don't like.
Hammy got him at the end.
We make it sound like everybody's supposed to be excellent at their job right away, right? And for everybody, it's different. Everybody's not on the same trajectory, and I can't. There's no other way of explaining it. Some guys get it quick. Some guys, depending on the system you're in or whatever, make it so much easier, to perform and excel. Others, there's a greater learning curve, whether it's with Fangs has a very difficult and hard to learn scheme. Sometimes that's it. And guys spend more time looking other than playing. And the whole point of it is you want to always be able to go on the field and just relax and play. Just relax. You know what to do. Just go out there and be athletic. Be able to be the best version of you. If you have questions, if you have doubt, that's why anytime you see somebody in the secondary, why is he just standing there? He doesn't know what to do. And so I don't care how fast you are. I don't care how much ability you have. When you're cautious, it costs you. The other thing is I was watching these other quarterbacks and everybody saying why we should bring Tannehill in or whatever. Like, you know how hard it is to throw a football when there's no separation? Zero. All these guys are supposed to be burners. It's not how fast you are. It's how well you use that speed. So all these guys coming up have gone through college thinking I can just outrun everybody. Well, no. That doesn't work in the NFL.
Yeah, they also had a couple of drives that got, like, you had the drive where Patrick Paul did get crossed up, and then he got sacked, lost the football, and then, Fat Cat Sanders was back. He missed a drive. He missed a field goal.
There you go.
So that ended the drive too.
What do you say? He missed one field goal. Fat Cat is back. Look how quick we forget. Dude made a 58-yarder the week before. No, nothing. All right.
It's when you're on notice, you're on notice. So
already one miss?
Not one miss. It's just like we've already had our trepidations about it. He did have Christmas Eve. He sent the Dolphins to the playoffs, but still.
Well, you're having flashbacks of 2 years ago?
I always get nervous. I don't know when I'm going to get to the point where I'm not nervous with him kicking.
Here, take it from me. I get sweaty palms anytime any kicker kicks.
Fair point.
Like, we're all like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're all, I never say the words, this is a guarantee. I never say the words, he's sure to make this. No. I'm even on the edge of my seat for extra points. Because guess what? I lived it.
It was tough.
It's tough. So while you sitting here getting them, like, imagine having, in all my years of living, having it every day you watch a football game.
Yeah, you would have felt different about the backup quarterbacks. Then you also had the Braxton Berrios bad drop in the end zone.
The ball was tipped. That no, dude.
It's right in your chest.
No.
Right in your chest.
It wasn't.
It was right in his chest.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. You can't deny that it was right in his chest.
No, it hit, but all right.
If you touch it,
Okay.
you can catch it.
Intangibles.
Okay. Can I put you in front of a judge machine and just tip the ball and watch you bust your nose?
That's cute. Okay, but like,
it's. I'll give him a little bit
the
of a
intangibles want a word.
Here's what
the
I would.
intangibles want a word.
Here's what I would.
Gotta
say.
have short hands.
Here's what I would say.
And Donnie
A lot of people would have caught that.
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
I know why he missed it, which is more important.
What's that?
Right? It got tipped.
Tangibles want a word.
Mhm.
Okay.
The intangibles want a word.
So now
River Cracraft catches that.
So does Berrios come out and say, "Well, I'm not intangible. I'm Latino"?
In Donnie Bliss.
So I have some questions, like, and
whatever I get what you're saying too, but it's like whatever happened to making a tough play, like Mike Harley, right? Like you're gonna go make a tough play, like
right?
You're trying,
but
you're
that's
end of the roster,
here,
like it's right in your hands, make the play.
But that's what separates you from the other guys,
Mm-hmm.
right? The ability to make that tough catch. That's the difference between Tyreek and Waddle and the guys that play behind them. They make those tough catches. That's just the nature of it, right? So yeah.
That's how we know, man. It's consistency, it's consistency. And that's also what separates the great dry cleaning from the bum dry cleaners.
Yeah,
and for the best dry cleaning, no practice squatters here, no third stringers here. The best dry cleaning in South Florida. You want to use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. 40 plus years, run and own. The owners are, that's our boy, fan of the show, and he wants to take care of our audience, Leroy.
Hey, give him a call. 954-610-9383. And guess what? He has a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned Tobin and Leroy.
Yes.
25% off your order.
Wow.
25%.
25% off your dry cleaning.
Here's what they do. It's start of school. You got to fix your kids' uniforms.
Yep.
Don't go buy new ones. Let them pants out. Hem them up. Let something out. Adjust them pants. They got another 2 years in pants. He can do that. You need a new wardrobe. You need it hemmed up. He can do that.
Teach your wardrobe. Maybe you got your summer body on and you want to, fix the alterations there.
ROTC, that's a big one. Don't send your kid out there with them short pants, right? It's terrible.
You don't want to be looking like LeBron and D Wade in 2012.
But here's what you need to do. Give him a call. Give Ara a call at 954-610-9383 because all the prices vary.
Yep.
And he'll give you an estimate.
He's available
He'll let
anytime.
you know how much it costs. He's available.
He's available anytime. They got a seamstress on site. They can do same-day alterations. You got a sewing emergency. A&T Dry Cleaners can help you out. Once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never want to launder your own clothes again. Like Leroy said, 954-610-9383. They serve all the South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach counties. And you mentioned Tobin and Leroy, you get 25% off your order. A&T Dry Cleaners. Call them up, 954-610-9383. Tell Ara Tobin and Leroy sent you. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. You guys can get in on the chat on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM.
Leroy just admitted to a crime, I think.
Oh, really?
If I'm not mistaken. He was threatening a child.
Wow. Dolphin Kane says Leroy and Tobin acting like Tyreek Hill and Waddle didn't drop TDs last year in key games. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not listen.
We let him know about it.
I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if you want to separate yourself on a roster, then you got to make plays that the other guys don't.
Right.
Okay. Braxton Berrios is not going to be Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle. Okay. But what we think of him, sure-handed return guy, makes tough catches. So if he doesn't separate himself from the other receivers, here's the decisions that are made. We can get a younger guy, right, who has more upside that can do the same things he can do and is a return guy. That's how you lose your job.
For sure.
You lose your job not by how good or bad you are, but how much you separate yourself from the guy that's coming up.
And the other thing is, we've talked so much about these quarterbacks behind Tua, which this is just like, it just feels like
it's not fair to them.
It just feels like the one thing we're attacking because it's just, what else are we talking about? Tua, there's no drama. The offense, when he's in there, looks excellent. There's and injuries. Like, those are the things that we're on right now. So, like, these are the guys. But as a backup quarterback, and in these moments, like, yeah, if he throws the ball up there, tipped or not tipped, if it's in the vicinity to catch, like, yeah, make him a play. Like, it's your backup quarterback. Pick him up.
It's here. Also, think about it this way. There's guys who are on the team and guys who are trying to make the team, right? Once you get past Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Odell Beckham, those three,
Cracraft.
They're going to keep Cracraft.
Oh yeah.
And now you got
pissed, by the way, that we weren't allowed to bet that. This is ridiculous.
and now you got Jonnu Smith, who also does a lot of those things.
Dude.
Okay, if you are gonna make this team, that's how you're gonna make it.
Jonnu Smith, motion.
He can play. He can run.
Slim.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just like a big
body. I always thought he was built like Shannon Sharp.
Motion.
No.
Right.
What's that big guy? Delaney Walker, I think is what I'm thinking of. I just thought he was a big body that was mainly for like blocking.
No,
that's Hill.
Here's the problem.
That's Hill's bag. Like, Julian Hill's a moose.
Here's the problem, that one of the reasons why Atlanta got rid of him, because they already have a tight end that they drafted, Pitts, that does the same stuff. So no, but he's very athletic. Oh man, could you imagine having to watch that game?
Which one?
Steelers in Buffalo.
Oof.
9-3 was the final.
We weren't far off, dude. We were. If it wasn't for that first drive, we weren't far off.
Yeah, but that's just it.
Yeah.
The starters went in, sustained a drive, and you're like, okay, I'm good.
You were very impressed before the show. We were all talking about, because this guy over here, he wants to take credit for mobile Tua.
I did
it. But did you like his nimble little move with the guy in front of him?
Yes,
side on pass to Julian Hill?
Like that. Those things right there is what kind of separates. The other thing is that you don't understand how hard it is to make a decision and get rid of the ball that quick, right? Most people think it's predetermined where he's going to go. That's not true. And every receiver on the team has to be on high alert, because I'm more than sure that whoever that was in the slot did not think he was getting the ball in one step. So yeah, just to see the way he runs that offense, I think a lot of times people take that for granted because Tua does it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really what separates him. His ability to get rid of the ball quick, to know where to go. Very rarely will Tua just have a terrible throw, right? To where he throws in the wrong spot. Now, a lot of that last year or 2 years ago was because he was concussed and it just didn't look right. But
Usually, if Tua has a bad looking interception because it says like he throws to spots, like there's probably some breakdown in the play. Like
Right.
somebody messed up.
Right.
And so it will look really bad.
Because you have to understand, and the crazy thing about it is when they show replays and watch where Tua throws the ball and see nobody's there, and then the receiver runs into that area, like it's cool to watch.
It is.
So like, and if you think anybody can do that, you're crazy. So, but as each year goes by, Tua dispels more and more of the nonsense. Like, because remember, after the first year, all he does is throw checkdowns. He doesn't throw the ball down the field. And then last year, oh my goodness, he was like second or third in the league and throwing the ball downfield, and his completion percentage was first.
Yeah, the last 2 years
Right.
have been insanely
Right.
fun.
Then you know what they say? Oh, he has Tyreek. Right? Like they just keep moving.
Oh, dude. But speaking of Tyreek, former quarterback, did you see the behind the back pass this week?
Oh my goodness. What is like
Ridiculous.
I mean, like
Behind the back.
first of all,
Sick of him.
here's what makes it
Yeah.
even worse.
What are we doing?
Like, he has the body that he's going to go on the sideline and eat a chili dog. right. Like,
Well, I don't like how much like it's almost their excellence is annoying
he's a
because
street ball. It almost
because-
looks like street ball.
well,
Like,
what?
has
Because
no-
he said he's like Travis Kelce messed up the route, so I'm just like, here, try this, catch it. He was almost punishing him. He's like, catch it behind the back.
it's like, what do you do? Okay, there.
Oh, okay, fine.
Right. Now, could you imagine anybody calling somebody out like that? Like, so you know they have a good relationship,
Of course,
right?
Well, yeah. And then Travis Kelce responded by doing his voice. I'm like, good comeback. Solid. How are you supposed to like that's gotta be hurtful if it's Mahomes.
He ran around.
But no, it's like, oh, okay. So they're already doing this in the middle of August. We're already
Right.
doing trick plays behind the back. I'm
But
like,
and like, as much as you want to hate Patrick Mahomes and you're tired of him, you can't be tired of him. Like, he just like, here's another one of those situations. The guy's doing all this winning. He hasn't done anything wrong, and everybody just gets tired of him, right? It was like, you remember how much everybody loved Brady, and then he start winning.
never loved
I
him.
hate Brady.
I
Hate
never
Brady.
loved him.
Well, a little different for you because it's
Man.
in the division.
Brady was kind of boring though. You gotta admit.
Well, wait. See,
Dink
I
and
say,
dump. Dink
I
and
say
dump.
the same thing. Yeah, right. Like, think about this. You say Brady is the best, right?
Yeah.
His average pass is about half the distance of Tua.
Yeah.
But we put that moniker on Tua, and we accept it because Tom Brady was winning.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
But he also, I mean, like they surrounded him with intangibles.
A lot of
you know,
cheating.
like
Oh, yeah.
The one year he
because
got
the
a
year he had
quarterback.
Randy
The
Moss.
one year,
The year he had Randy
he
Moss.
broke every NFL record.
Yeah, and then the year that and then in Tampa, he was still like chucking bombs to all
Right.
their weapons. So
Right. And I think that's the most incredible thing about Tom Brady when he got older. It's not, but you guys remember what Peyton Manning looked like old versus Tom Brady? There is no way Peyton Manning could throw any of those balls Tom Brady was throwing this last year.
wow. By the way, Gardner Minshew is the starting quarterback for the Raiders now. He beat out Aiden O'Connell
Oh, for real.
officially.
Real tough.
You mean
race over
jean
there.
shorts?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's only a matter of time before
I just
Devontae
picture him.
Adams
I just
curses him
picture
out.
him coming in with some country playing and some jean shorts and boots on.
I could throw it over those mountains.
Like it's amazing at how many like Gardner Minshew can do no wrong to this point, right? He keeps getting opportunities.
Mhm.
Everybody likes his attitude. He makes plays. He's a grinder, and people love that. Like, we don't ever question him like we question a lot of these other guys. Like Russell Wilson,
Oof.
dude. Like, you're the veteran. You're not supposed to throw it to the other team.
Justin Fields may win that job.
It's pretty bad up there.
I like, man, do you want to like make that decision that quick?
I don't know, but you know what I did want to ask you about preseason?
Huh.
Did you ever get sprung into an action like that happened to the poor FAU receiver?
He had to play running back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
You had to do that?
No, well,
Oh.
I had to do it during the regular season.
Oh.
We were playing Kansas City. right? And I went for 71 yards, touchdown.
Ooh.
I'm exhausted. I'm on the sideline. Bill walks over to me and say, "Hey, safety's banged up. I need you to run down on kickoff." I'm like, "Are you bleeping kidding me? What?"
How did he get banged
I
up?
said, "We
Nobody
got-"
else?
I said, I'm like,
Did you get a game ball?
I should have got a game on just for running down on kickoff.
It was week 13, by the way, 1991. Looked it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
71 yards.
Yep.
And the only reason why I remember it is because my high school teammate was guarding me.
Oh, that's got to be good.
We used to talk trash every offseason. And after that, right after the game, I can't wait till we get back.
I felt bad for him. I feel like he deserves a practice squad spot just for that. Just for that.
No, it's fair.
Well, I mean,
Because by the way, then afterwards, you like that second half.
Oh,
Because they're gonna
man.
run the ball.
Yeah,
We're sending him going 3 and out.
This
It's
is
brutal.
right?
That's good.
Can't hand the ball off.
Nope.
You know, it's just we're sitting here. Like, look, I'm all for protecting the players and getting through this. But this is 2 games in a row now. They've literally run out of players.
Yep. Not good. man.
Well, I mean, when you here, everybody has a game plan, right? So they have a game plan, who's going to play what and whatever. But you know what they never include in there? Injuries. Hold on. Let me spell this out for you. You have 90 guys on the roster right now, 80, 90 guys, and you run out of players in the preseason game. Chew on that.
Crazy. Felt bad for Chris Brooks though. Had that great run, then he got hurt.
Oh, Leroy, you were balling this game, dude. He also had like a 25-yard run, another pass for a first down in which you tried to hurdle over someone.
Imagine if it was Robert Smith.
Shoulder pads.
No.
Look at this.
Well, first of all, you can catch.
6 rushes, 2 catches, 139 yards.
Did you guys know Noah Igbenogany was a commander?
Oh, I heard his name, and I was like, he's back.
Wait, did he get traded to Dallas?
He did.
Yeah,
He
you know
did.
how that happens sometimes. A
He
player
was
gets
playing
a-
in the 3rd quarter. I think he's fighting for a roster spot.
in
Yeah.
Washington. Jesus.
Oh, they did it, huh?
Hmm?
I'm looking at your. Oh, wow. I never look at this.
What?
Your rundown.
Oh, what did they do?
I'm
Yeah.
looking at Ubercell. Ubercell.
Who's this?
Yabusele?
Yabusele.
Oh,
Yeah. He agreed with the Sixers.
Ubershaw.
Yeah, Yabusele.
Who's that?
Because he was balling in the Olympics.
He was.
Oh, my goodness. Big boy, too. Big.
It was and he dunked on LeBron's ass.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized who he was. The Sixers?
Sixers got
Yeah.
him.
What are we doing?
Hey,
every team is getting better in the East.
The French guy.
Yeah,
He acted a fool.
He was good.
What, he had like 28?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He made
He
an
killed it.
impact on the game.
He killed it.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. Stephen Ross. Put some expectations out there on the Dolphins preseason broadcast. We'll get to that coming up next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Our Tua the program, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy smokes.
What's got you your fancy tickled, dude?
Brandon Aubrey drills a 66-yard field goal.
Mike McCarthy looks legitimately happy.
That looks like the who we had, the coach we had, Tony Sperano fist pump for the field
Although
goal.
it could have been a 30, could have been a 34-yarder. He was going to react like
66 yards.
that. Rest in peace.
Wait, remember we always made fun of the Raiders for letting Janikowski kick these crazy long field goals.
Janikowski, a legend, dude.
Game changer.
Smoked a cigarette every halftime.
Yeah.
If you don't hit something with a 4 in front of it these days, up to 49, I'm embarrassed for you as a kicker.
Honestly, I remember,
It is the guarantee.
Yeah.
Distance has moved back, right?
for sure.
Oh yeah,
Before 50, 51 was like, oh,
the
you know, I
Grammaticus
don't
couldn't
know.
make it these days.
Oh, no way, dude.
No way,
No way.
no way.
Noodle legs. Only Domade, though. Pretty good.
Oh man, did he hate that baseball field?
Oh,
He
dude.
let you know
Dude,
about it.
We all ate it. We all hated getting tackled and eating red dirt.
Yeah, not good.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Quick headlines before we get to the Dolphins. Basket News reports Jimmy Butler will not participate in this weekend's Goran Dragić retirement event.
Okay. I
Thanks
saw
a lot,
something
Li Ning. He's in China.
else. China, that's right.
Mm.
That's unfortunate, though. I mean, Goran
It's
set this up
birthday.
a long time ago. Like, it's not, it's like if I tell you 4 months in advance, hey, we're going to do this, and then like someone gets you a month in advance, it's like, I thought we already, did we?
But Lee Ning got that.
No, they got that check.
I mean, Li Ning's, they got the Jimmy Butler shoe,
Yeah.
I think.
What about,
Has
I saw
anybody
some-
Although-
ever tried to purchase Lee Nings?
I don't know.
I have a
Okay.
pair of Li Nings. I have a pair of Li Nings.
But did
No,
you
you
purchase
don't.
it or were they given to you?
No, I purchased it.
Lee-
I actually, because I used to, like, when D Wade first came out with Li Nings, they were ridiculous. Like, you had to order them from China, and they were like
Hold on.
$400.
Let's see.
But I got some Li Nings on
Whoa.
Amazon.
Lee Ning offers discounts and recommended product prices for footwear, making it easy to shop for men-related products online. $129 to $1,499.
Yeah, it probably depends on the I mean, Frog Boy's probably buying dead man shoes, so like who knows how long it's I did see a guy at the gym like a week ago. He was wearing yellow Jimmy Butler Li Nings. I was like,
wow.
whoa, I've never seen anybody wear Jimmy Butlers.
Right now, if you want to buy some leaning, the one that Jimmy Butler's wearing, the South Beach,
Mhm.
they are on sale.
I think
right
they're a
now.
good looking shoe.
No, they are a good looking shoe.
I think they're a good looking
You
shoe.
can get them for the low price of $175.
Oh, no, look.
That's not, I mean, like, but for
Yeah.
a signature shoe, that's what a signature, like a LeBron
Yeah.
costs. You know whose shoes are cheap as hell? Nobody buys them. Giannis's. Nobody buys Giannis's.
I have a pair of Greek Freaks that
You can get Giannis's for like $40.
Lee Ning
Yeah, they're
has
good.
Batman
They're good.
shoes.
I like those Anthony Edwards shoes.
Oh,
that are coming out,
Oh,
too.
here you go.
Do you?
Lee
They look
Ning-
like cheese
wait.
blocks.
Lee Ning, Way of
They
Wade.
do, dude.
Would you like Jimmy Butler or would you like a Way of Wade
Way of
City
Wade.
12 Team No Sleep?
Wow,
That sounds cool.
that does
Yeah.
sound cool.
Weren't they called Sting Wades when they first came out?
Let me see.
That's
There's
kinda
one. Blaze.
I remember he was
Wow.
on an episode of Tanked because what they did was, I love Tanked. Tanked was a great show. Did you ever watch Tanked on Animal Planet?
No.
It was a show about a
Oh,
bunch
yes,
of
the
brothers who
fish
they ran
tank.
an aquarium business,
Yes.
fancy aquarium, and it became super popular. Like they had
Yeah.
every year they get bigger and bigger stars. Like they did a Shaq aquarium. They did Anthony
Didn't
Davis.
they do one with when they had with UD and they had somebody over his house, the basketball player over his house?
No, that was a different thing. You're
Okay.
thinking of Nate Robinson.
Nate
did
Robinson.
like a Cribs version.
Yeah,
And we got
yeah.
to see UD's Shark Tank.
Okay.
I don't know if UD did Tanked, but I don't believe there was an episode about it.
Okay.
But there was one episode where D Wade was doing a Li Ning launch event, and the shoe was called the Sting Wade. And this is just throwing money. Li Ning told the tank guys, "Can you make us a Stingray tank for the event?" They're like, "Excuse me."
Just for the
Yeah,
event?
just for the event. Can we have an aquarium?
Is that
And
like
guess what?
salt water or something?
They did it.
Oh my god.
Pretty stingrays too.
Nothing like a good stingray.
I
tank.
believe that show ended in disgrace, though. I believe the husband and wife got into a domestic dispute.
Oh,
so look.
Unfortunate.
I'm looking at the Jimmy
Unfortunate.
Butlers.
Ending of fish. This is
Jimmy
tanked.
Butlers.
Mm.
One Dawn. One coffee.
Oh, how much is the coffee?
Mm.
Coffee's
No.
probably more expensive than the
No,
shoe.
they're the same price. 157.
But anyway, so yeah, Goran Dragić. Now, who is going to be there? Chris Bosh. Not
Oh.
playing, but he'll be there.
Okay, yeah, this is something that I need clarification on.
He's not playing.
The initial reports were that he's like, I'm still ready to play.
No.
And then all of a sudden he's not.
No. What happened is a couple of Heat Twitter accounts.
playing.
No shade, guys.
Heard.
They had said that he is confirmed to play, which is not
Yes.
what it says. On his website, it just says confirmed attendees. And Chris Bosh was on the list. The Heat is going to be Chris Bosh. I believe Luol Deng is going to be there. Luol Deng. And then Spo is going with Chris Quinn.
Yeah, see, that was my question because I saw the initial reports and then I saw them walk it back with the follow-up reports. But my first thought was, let's say, hypothetical world, he goes out there, balls out. Crazy amount of things that we're seeing.
You would want the Heat to inquire about bringing back Chris Bosh?
Do you think Pat Riley's like,
No, I don't.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't.
You don't think he owes us a couple games or something like that?
No, I don't think that's true. I'm just saying, like, they jumped the gun on that. Like, they basically said, I don't even know if Joker's playing. I don't know who's playing in the game.
Blood clots don't go away.
Not really. You always have the issue.
There's always the risk. Like, I don't know if they go away, but the point.
Hey,
And also, by the way, isn't he 40 now?
I know, but he's got some in the tank.
No, he doesn't.
dude,
Come
what
on.
do you?
He's got some.
You don't
what
think
do you-
there's enough basketball players in the world? You don't have to go and ask him if you got a couple of minutes.
Well, I'd rather him than Drew Smith. I don't know what this guy's doing.
You're just a bully. You're just a
worst.
bully.
What this guy's
You're a
doing.
bully. You're a bully.
He has information. I'm positive.
So Goran Dragic's retirement event is this weekend in Slovenia, his official retirement game. So
Nice.
congratulations to our boy Gogi, who once said to me to stop bullying Leroy.
Oh, did he? Did he say that? Wow.
Adorably.
That's great.
See,
Love that guy.
I love him.
Hey, so you're not gonna go to the game?
In Slovenia?
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna go? You're not,
I
you
don't
guys
know.
are-
Like, what does a flight to Slovenia cost?
Yeah. Well, apparently you can't.
I'm
take-
sure I could get credentialed for it. I just don't know how one goes about getting a hotel and and board for Slovenia.
Do they even? Yeah, that's a good question. Do they even have? Let's see. The game is this weekend, right? I gotta get you tickets for this weekend. Starting to go fund me, guys. We're gonna get Tobin to
Send Tobin to Slovenia.
Tobin to Slovenia.
He was genuinely moved that we dressed like a dragon.
You know
That was one of those things that was supposed to end in embarrassment for me,
Yeah.
and
it
really
didn't. Everything
it
backfired
really-
on us.
it really meant a lot to Goran Dragić that I went outside the arena in a dragon costume and said, "Welcome home, Goran." That meant a lot to him. And then I remember there was one where he came back at the Bucks,
Yeah.
and he just you just saw his little adorable Slovenian face peek out from behind the corner. Just gives me a little wave.
Oh,
Just want to pinch his cheeks. He's great, the best.
perfect, bro. Look, this is a simple. You can take Turkish Airlines. Just a quick little 15-hour flight. Round trip will get you back on Monday. A cool $1,348.
$1,348. Can I?
Yeah.
Hey, Galen!
Yeah, can you expect?
Really?
I want to go to Slovenia.
We still got cameras on the wall that don't work. And you trying to go
Yeah.
to
Maybe I
Slovenia?
could
You're
pawn
right. We
them.
can sell the cameras. Yeah, I
Sell
know
the
what
cam-
you're-
Would you think if I sold these cameras, anybody would know?
No.
I may or may not have taken things out of the studio that no one has noticed yet.
All right. Mike McDaniel. This is per Barry Jackson's Twitter account. He says River Cracraft sustained an upper body injury and
Oh,
is
now
out.
we doing hockey.
Oh yeah, right. Upper body.
Upper body injury and is out. Quote, for some time for sure. It doesn't appear to be season ending.
So concussion.
You think?
It can be, but
I think I would have said that.
So
He does say David Long would have been able to return to the game. He, of course, was grabbing his wrist or something like that. He got hit early, but apparently he's good to go.
David Long.
And then Cam Smith is week to week with a hammy.
Yeah, the old hammy.
Yeah.
Show just enough and then get the hammy. Hey, by the way, dear fans, commenters, lovers of the Dolphins.
Yep.
When your owner, who has spent almost $1 billion just in contracts.
Yep.
When he says, I feel like we're contenders, and I felt we would have been contenders if we were healthy, he's not claiming you're going to win the championship. He's just saying, I think our team is in a good place that we can compete with anybody.
He said,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Stop reading into it. Because
do people have a problem with him saying
Yeah.
that? Do they really?
Yeah.
I don't see what the issue is.
People being people.
He spent a lot of money. Like if I was Stephen Ross and I spent the money that I did,
He could have probably been a little more for, hey, I spent the money, time to go win.
I would have said, don't lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said, quote, this was Kim Bokamp. Kim Bokamp told him, he says, you got a roster full of players out there. General manager Chris Greer and his staff done a really good job in seeding in the young players with all the veteran talent you got. It looks like you got a great roster. He says, quote, right now we have a roster and I think everybody has great expectations, but hey, it's the old injury bug. You got to make sure that doesn't happen like last year. I think without that and we stay healthy, I think we are certainly a contender for the Super Bowl.
All right. I mean, he said crazier things, to say the least.
He has said crazier things.
Right, but
he's
that's what I'm
compared
saying.
Joe Philbin to Don Shula.
Yeah. Well, that's that over enthusiastic.
That was over. Well, this is the thing that we don't. He's always, when he speaks to the media, pretty overly enthusiastic. He doesn't do it anymore. So
right.
when he comes out there, but that was that was as tepid as I thought it was. I think that's completely fine to have those expectations. If Stephen Ross did come out there, Leroy, like Jerry Jones, because he actually is all in. He's not all in and not paying his guys. If he came out and said, yeah, everybody got paid, you better make the Super Bowl. Or you better win significantly this year.
Which I know a lot of owners that have said that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had a problem with that.
I feel like Pat Riley said something
In
similar.
fact, I like it more than just putting, we got to get the over the hump of the first playoff game. Like I'm Stephen Ross. I'm like,
but that's
playoff game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying to everybody. When you say we haven't won a playoff game in 20 years, I'm like, that shouldn't be your goal, right? To put that out there. Like, yeah, you want to compete for a championship. Like, and it doesn't here. When you say I want to compete for a championship, you're not saying I expect to win. You're saying that at the end of the year, I want to be in the hunt with an opportunity to compete for the championship. And that hasn't happened in a while. So, like, come on.
If you're in this core under this coach, and the trio of Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Tua all got the money that they did, I would think it's completely fair to expect that. I thought it was fair to expect it last year.
And you know what? I think, dear Dolphins, you kind of admitted you were wrong by giving Tua the contract because those first 2 years were ridiculous for whatever reason. I think you got the best possible coach for this area and this situation, being that he's so different than the old curmudgeon, hard-ass coaches you've had in the past.
Yeah.
It's refreshing to your fans. It's refreshing to the area, right? And so the whole football experience, because of the team and the coaches and whatever, it's 10 times better. It doesn't mean the result's going to be better, but you go to these games and you go watch a football game with a whole different mindset than you have the last few games because you know you're not going to win a game or lose a game 14-10. That's great.
Did you hear what Mike McDaniel said to Mike Cunio at halftime when he said he was asked about Tua, what do you think of him? And he goes, I was happy with it. We had the same play on the first drive last year in Houston. He completed it instead of throwing a pick, so we're off to a good start.
That's
Love that.
We will get Mike McDaniel and Tua's response to the expectations from Stephen Ross, but we got to take a break. We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
We all mine.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Happy Monday to everybody out there. I appreciate you guys tuning on in. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. And you guys can also watch us on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Want to let you guys know that training camp updates here are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Are you ready to level up your career game? MDCPS Technical Colleges
Alrighty.
have you covered. You guys can choose from tons of programs, learn from top-notch certified instructors, get real-world experience. And the best part, you can graduate debt-free in just 1 to 2 years. If you're ready to make the move, log on to careerinayear.com or call 305-558-8000. MDCPS Technical Colleges, your best choice for a brighter future. Context says, you guys want to learn a cool life hack? Listen to Mike McDaniel's interviews at 2 times playback speed. I gotta tell you, context, that's good.
That's good.
That's good, dude.
What's crazy, it's not going to sound like a chipmunk. It's just going to sound normal.
Yeah.
Just really normal. Less spaces.
Yeah. Warner Brothers says, have you guys seen Tua on Dan's show talking about flow? Yeah, we were just talking about that going into break. I've not watched the whole interview, but I've seen the clip that's gone viral.
I will tell you, the only problem that I've ever had with Flo is this. It is the coach's job to get the very most out of the talent that you have. And what he did to Tua seemed counterproductive for his own success. And maybe he didn't want them to draft Tua. Maybe he wanted them to draft Herbert. That's all beside the point. That once Tua is here, it is your job to get the most out of the talent that you have.
Mm-hmm.
That is the definition of a coach in any sport. And what separates guys as a coach is their ability to do that.
I gotta tell you, man, I have a really hard time believing it. I don't care what reports are out there or whatever has been thrown from the Flow side. I have such a hard time believing that the guy didn't want the quarterback that they picked. I just do. First of all, it doesn't jive with the way Chris Greer is as a GM, who's a very pleasing, get the coach whatever the hell he wants.
Well,
if you told me
the team wanting Tua predated them hiring Flores.
Not really.
Yeah, it did.
Not really.
He went through Tua for a whole year before.
Dude, he went through a whole tank year. I have a hard time believing if the coach really thought that there was that much of a difference that they wouldn't have gone that direction. I think that is a convenient thing to throw because you got a guy who was on a busted hip compared to a guy who broke the rookie passing record. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'll never buy it.
Then why all the negativity with Tua?
Because he sucked. He was hurt. I understand.
He wasn't even supposed to play the first year.
Why did the guy fire a coach every time he changed his socks? Like the guy didn't seem like he had a lot of patience for the job.
Right.
He didn't. You know, like that's one of those things. Like it's one of these. It's you look at this and is like, oh, why do certain guys? Yes, they could be good coaches, but don't have a temperament for leadership.
Right.
You know. That could be one of the things. Honestly, it's one of the things with Mike McDaniel that's like, I think the guy's really good with people,
and a good coach.
I think he's a good coach, but like, there's still improvements that he has to make as a game day coach.
He's so good with people that they'll help him when he makes those mistakes. See, and that's what I mean. That there's a lot of guys or players will tell you who love their coach, but maybe the coach wasn't a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I give you a perfect example. I think everybody thought about Larry Coker. Players like him.
They like that he let them do their thing, you know?
Yep.
But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Brian Flores and whatever the reason being, like, look, and I still say this, the guy didn't deserve to get fired. Like, he didn't. The guy got them to a successful record with what they had. We were all stunned the day that he got fired. We all thought that they were going to hire Harbaugh that day. It turned out that they were trying to hire Sean Payton and Tom Brady, you know? So it doesn't negate the fact that he still did good elements of the job, but harboring a quarterback was not his bag. He was not good at it.
Right.
He had a big flaw and a detriment there. That's
Right.
and that's just the not everybody nails everything. I think even what people would say, Spo has blind spots on certain things. Not every coach is perfect with everything.
Right.
But yeah, like it's I don't know if it's anything revolutionary that we again hear that Tua hates Brian Flores. I think we all know at this point, and I think
and you know what? He's never come out and said he hates him. But I've said this.
resents him.
I would say this to you. Fans, you think you have a better chance of your team turning around with you booing them and cussing them or egging them on? Right? It's just a simple thing. And it comes from a place that said, I also said after a game, I would have booed my ass too. So I get it.
Not the highlights we were seeing during the break. That was a good game.
But, it's just, as a leader, you're supposed to be able to weed through all that and know what motivates your players.
Mhm.
In fact, there's a lot of older coaches that fell for it's my way, this one way, I'm not treating you separately or whatever. Whereas Jimmy Johnson said, hell yeah, I'm going to treat you different. Right? Troy Aikman gets treated different than the kicker. Right? The guys that helped me win. So he kind of understood that at an early age. So, yeah, I don't know.
By the way, Mike McDaniel's still talking right now. I'm just thinking to myself, what is this, a 40-minute press conference I got to do later?
Leroy wants us to fake it until we make it. No, that's not. See,
What?
here's a perfect example of me making a comment and somebody taking it, right? Leroy wants us to fake it until we make it. Shaking my head. How's that worked out for us the past 24 years? That's not what I'm saying. You can be whoever you want to be. But I'm saying, what are the chances if you're during the course of a game mad and hissing and booing at your team instead of egging them on? What has a better chance of working? I'm just saying. So I don't understand. I get it. Like I'm never like if I'm playing bad and you boo me, whatever. I earned it. But at the same time, like you look at how Mike McDaniel does things, or I give you a perfect example. Look at hockey and how I told you all year. I love the way they keep an even keel no matter what. That means when things are going really bad, they can still focus on what they have to fix.
Paul Maurice holds on to the profanity card.
Right, but that's the thing about Paul Maurice is I've told you that the whole year.
When's his day with the cup?
Yeah, I want to see what he does.
I want to see what he does too, man. I want to see what he does.
I gotta check on the cup. Where's the cup? Gotta find the cup.
I believe it is in Canada. I believe Aaron Ekblad and Sam Bennett had it this weekend.
Ekblad.
Sam Bennett ate Captain Crunch out of it.
Oh, he talked about that.
Ekblad golfed with it. He used it as a ball marker.
Sam Bennett, also a golfer.
Is he?
No. There's
a golfer named Sam Bennett.
Sam Bennett, right.
And I think he looks like a Peaky Blinder. And then this weekend we also had yesterday Jason Tatum and Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, I did see
code throughout the first pitch at the Cardinals game.
See, I knew they were going to do something. Yeah.
There he goes again. Sidekick to someone.
I heard Matthew Tkachuk was like, "Hey, I didn't play very much in the Olympics." Huh?
Oh, your arm should be good.
He should have taken the same approach as the Indiana guy. It like say, look, here's what it looks like when you have a class project and you ain't do no work. Still got an A.
We'll take a quick break. Leroy will hand out his game balls and game bums next.
Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. We'll gather around the locker room here in just a minute. Leroy is gathering some empanadas.
Pretty good.
They are good.
You know what I do like about
Half
Half
Moon's the best.
It's so good.
The best.
And they label it. You know, I don't.
That
I'm,
is-
come on, dude.
No secrets.
I'm not like, oh, is the twisty corner one the hamburger? Like, I can't
No.
figure it out sometimes.
Right in there.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty
Love it.
good.
Love it.
Now that I think about it,
Hmm?
how do they do that? They have like a brand for every
Gotta have a brand.
flavor?
Yeah, I would imagine
Every
they have a
flavor?
brand.
They got just custom brands going?
Yeah.
Put that on the dartboard. Get branded. Too much?
What am I, cattle?
Get branded.
You're
Dude,
fraternity.
that ain't,
They do that in frats.
I saw a
sometimes.
dude get branded.
Not
Oof.
good.
For what? For like fraternity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Q dog.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just get a tattoo, dude.
I've seen that too. The Omega brand.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tough.
what do we got today for Leroy for game balls and game bumps?
So I always love when people go after somebody for no reason.
Okay.
And I would say,
Do you really love that?
yeah, because I like the when that person could shut them up.
Yeah,
Right.
I like that.
What Caitlyn Clark has done this year is amazing.
Yep.
She just broke the rookie record for assists,
Mhm.
and there'll still be people out there commenting on, her. I like the way she's handled herself, and she's gone out and played basketball. So she gets a game ball to me because the WNBA had two rookies who should definitely be celebrated, but we almost made it pitted them against each other for
Mhm.
whatever reason. And then can you have a game bum and still win?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Hideki Matsuyama had a 5-shot lead
Mm-hmm.
Bum.
with about 7 holes to go. 3 holes after that, he was trailing by 1.
3 holes?
He had he hit a ball in the water, and it was brutal. He went from 19 under to 15 under and was down, but then he birdied the last 2 holes to win by 1. So I'm like, yeah, but he could have probably got the game. He could get the game bum and the game ball, because usually when somebody spits the lead up like that, they don't. John Rahm did it last week. Another golfer did it. Had the big lead going into the back 9. You usually don't come back from that.
I was hoping you were going to look up at the TV at the right time to see Daniel Jones, because I don't think you've seen his pick 6 yet.
I didn't see the pick 6, but you told me. I saw the replay of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, dude, like, I mean, is it safe to say that you can go into the NFL and know that you can't make that throw? So it's not a maturity thing. It's not that's just you. Yeah, that's just you.
Can't feel comfortable if you're a Giants fan, I'd
Right.
imagine.
I could have gave a game bum to the defense. Like,
Really?
just not, dude.
Jaden Daniels did
Here.
run on their ass.
I'm gonna say,
What do you think of him, by the way?
the rookie quarterback class, they
Looks
all look good.
They look good, right?
They all look good.
Mobile.
He is. Well, he's
Wow.
right. I mean, he
He's
did
right.
look mobile.
Caleb Williams also mobile. Saw that
Everybody's
touchdown.
like going, hey, these guys. I'm like, wait a minute. He won the Heisman, and he wasn't even the first pick. So just think of how good the guy has to be to get drafted ahead of him.
I would just say just getting swallowed by Mama and the crowd is his only red flag. That's it.
Getting swallowed by mama. But yeah, other than that,
And it wasn't even the crying that bothered me. It was her hiding the crying. Like with
Yeah. I mean, I remember that tear, the infamous No Sean Moreno.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like a
Huge
tear was
tear.
like a raindrop.
Like it really was like someone openly see that's a manly cry though. You know, you can't go in the stands and go on your mama's shoulder, dude. Come on.
Why not?
and then lead my team.
Why not? Well, one
Can't
has
do it.
nothing to do with the other.
Got to be tough.
Yeah.
Brian Flores wasn't like that at all.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this. Daniel Jones. Yikes.
Josh Hart, Daniel Jones, new beard, same QB skills. Yeah, he's like he's like
here's what I can't
Wild Thing Vaughn.
Think about this. How hard was it for the Dolphins to pay Tua? Yet the Giants paid that dude right away.
Well, listen, Giants Hard Knocks was a lot of, hey, can we trade up to get a quarterback?
Yeah.
I didn't like if I was Daniel Jones, I would have skipped watching Hard Knocks this year because it was a lot of discussion. So how much do they want us to trade up to 3?
Giants Hard Knocks was like, these are all the mistakes we made in the offseason.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Giving up Saquon, trying to trade your quarterback, having people in your draft room and putting them through this rigorous test.
There's certain players that you have that I think it's make or break, that the decision you make on whether you can replace them, right? The Dolphins had to make that decision with Christian Wilkins.
Yep.
Like, we got to feel that we can replace him because we can't pay everybody. The Giants did that with Saquon Barkley. But here's the deal. The guy who most affected what Daniel Jones could do was Saquon Barkley. Now you get rid of him. You're exposing your quarterback even more. So the fact that they came to the conclusion that we're not going to pay Saquon Barkley, I think that is going to be the downfall to Daniel Jones more than Daniel Jones just being terrible.
Speaking of game bums, did you see what happened in UFC this weekend?
You told me. I'm good.
Tough.
You got
Oh,
our
yeah.
guy,
Gosh,
our
it's
guy.
such a weird ending to the. Well, here's the problem. Izzy has to get a bum. Adesanya for getting.
Get choked out.
He not only got choked out, he tried to do the Max Holloway point to the canvas. 17 seconds later, he was tapping out.
Wait, so he wanted to be taken to the.
He was like, let's stand and bang, let's do this. And so du Plessis is like, all right, and goes whap, whap, drops to the floor, or takes him down. He grabs his leg, takes him down, gets behind him, chokes him out.
Chokes him out, dude.
Goodness.
Tap machine.
Tap machine.
Oh,
Those
yeah. I think if I had seen that, right, I would have been a little. Wow.
Yep.
How old is Izzy?
35.
Oh, no.
Watch out, dude.
No.
He's lost 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 or 4,
Wow.
man.
I thought he was
In
unbeatable.
3 different styles as well. As far as style bender.
Already? Is he already wobbly?
As far as style bending goes, only style
Why does he
bending
look
he's
so
doing is
slow?
losing differently.
Why does he look so slow? He doesn't even look like he's punching him fast. Oh boy, that's it. That's it.
Man, based off of this fight, you would have sworn, or based off of the lead up to the fight, you would have sworn this is going to end up in an Izzy knockout. He was locked.
I thought he was looking good. He was attacking the body. He looked, but like Leroy said, I did notice though, slow. He looks slow. He just doesn't look like he's got
Even
the same.
du Plessis was even slow. Like those
Yeah.
punches were coming.
He looks slow. He just like I don't know. It definitely looks like a guy who's just not the same. But you know, du Plessis, he's in the prime. Like that's that 30 to 33, 30. That's your window. And
So
then,
you can't play games with the fights. You got to get
Yeah.
all those fights then.
Yep. And he was a very active champion.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker got the win.
Right?
He was dude. He got cut in the first round.
Yeah.
And his coach like, "You're right." He goes, "I love this bleep." And then just comes out the next 2 rounds and he's whooping on dude. Guy was trying to take him down. He was humping his leg for takedowns. He said, "Nope." And then every time Gamrot got up, he got pieced up with a couple hooks. Did great. Great comeback by Dan Hooker.
Friend of the show.
Friend Oda show.
That's funny.
That was good to see.
He had been on a bit of a.
Yeah.
What are the results of our other picks from our parlay?
The only one I was mad at,
Yeah.
Leroy talked me out of doing decision. Jarzinho Rosenstrike won by decision.
Jeez.
Well, you said
Leroy.
no.
You said it's not going to go. Heavyweights are going to end in a knockout.
Yeah.
They won the decision.
Heavyweights never, unless they were just exhausted and they leaned on each other.
It's a weird fight. Wasn't a good fight, but
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's the only way it could happen.
But I was like, it was just too juicy.
So is that the only one other than the?
No, because I picked Adesanya. I didn't pick DDP.
Yeah.
See, you fall in love with people.
The only one that I fell in love with that worked. Hooker.
No. You gave up. You gave up all of your.
Come on there.
You want some empanada with that ketchup?
Jesus.
Oh, it's the squirt bottle, dude. It squirted.
I gotta admit, I thought it was a bit underwhelming sometimes that main event, but I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it ending that way, bro. It just kind of seems.
You thought the main event was underwhelming? I thought it was a good fight.
You know, you had messaged you like I think it was after 3. You had Izzy up 2-1.
I thought it was up 2-1. Two of the judges had DDP up 2-1 though.
I thought that they were gassed by the 3rd round.
Yeah, it was a tough fight.
That 5th round championship thing, like it really makes a difference, bro. It really makes a difference in regards to those extra rounds. Like you can tell in the 4th round, like just exhausted, bro. Just throwing arms.
Yep. It was something for sure.
Yeah.
Next one is, I believe, the Sphere. I believe is O'Malley and Marab, and that's the same day as Canelo Berlanga. Big double fight night.
So there'll be
Vegas,
absolutely no rooms.
No.
They're both in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what that means? If we get the invite,
they're at the same time.
Excalibur.
They're at the same time, then, right? Because UFC usually. So there's no way that someone would be able to.
One's at
participate for
T-Mobile.
both.
One's at T-Mobile. Could they do both?
Yeah, there's no way you can let's say you.
No
just
way.
rich
You couldn't get to
and
the
spend
strip.
a
You
lot of money.
couldn't get off the strip fast enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
Right? Because the Sphere's a little off strip, isn't it?
No,
Kind of, isn't
a
it?
little bit.
Let's
Just,
see.
but not. It's just.
How
right
long do you
down
think it
the
would take to
street.
get there, though?
10 minutes.
Vegas
car?
Sphere.
Yeah.
No, not via car, dude. You're a better chance walking.
No, you're not walking to that. Dude,
It's not that far.
Desert.
I know, but
Dude,
it's the traffic.
Check this out.
Vegas Sphere to Excalibur? No, T-Mobile. Sorry. I gotta see how
It's
far.
got to be like 4 miles.
damn.
4 miles. That's that's how long a
Jesus.
walk is that?
Yeah, it is. It is 3 miles.
3 miles.
How long a walk is 3 miles? A walk, not a run.
Half an hour.
No way.
No way.
What are you talking about?
Walk?
47 minutes is what they have.
No, the average walk is 4.5.
You got to be walking
The
like
average walker walks 4.5 miles per hour.
dude. You need to be having those power.
The
hips.
average human being walks 4.5 miles per hour.
Who says that?
Who said
Life. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Average walking speed in MPH between 2.5 and 4 miles.
But
per
it's not
hour.
a straight walk. Like you got to walk like over streets. You got to
Yeah.
wait. You got to get over traffic. Like it's not just
True,
like
true.
I'm walking around a track or I'm walking around the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Good news. Good news. If you do walk, it's only 2 miles. Still going
Yeah.
to take you 47 minutes according to this.
It's at the end of the strip.
Walking in Vegas it takes a while. You got to
It
go up a
does.
lot of up the stairs, down the stairs, over the bridge, through
Yeah.
the
Then once you
casino.
get on the street, you're
I don't think you could do it.
It's a 12-minute car ride, 14-minute bike ride.
The question is, who's going to be waiting for whom? Will
Oh,
we have Canelo waiting and like he's watching Netflix again,
yeah.
or no shot that he does that? He's gonna
No,
he's
he's
just
not
gonna power through.
he's on power.
Interesting.
That's it. This is interesting. I do feel boxing usually lasts longer. right?
Leroy, you're talking to below average walkers.
Okay.
No, me and Tobin hit the strip. We got from one end to the other.
That's
Do you think we could make it from there to the Sphere though? Like I thought the Sphere was a little off.
Think about how
It is.
far we would walk.
Isn't the
think
Sphere by
about
like
this.
Thomas and Mack?
No,
You sure?
no.
The Sphere is by
It's by
no the Venetian. It's like behind the Venetian.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like right in the middle.
All right.
This is interesting. You guys gonna any chance you guys make it for UFC 306? Because you've been talking crap about the Sphere, dude.
Who
No.
was?
Is there any chance I have like credentials to 306? I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose I could ask, but again, this goes back to why am I going? I'm going to Las Vegas just to see the Sphere.
You gotta see the Sphere,
I
dude.
don't really care about it, dude.
Oh,
It's not
come
that big a deal to
on.
me.
It's a spectacle.
I'm not
So
saying.
wait a
it's-
minute. Wait a minute. Wait.
It's the biggest
Hold
piece
on.
of technology.
Ah! You would drag me
Hmm?
to go look at fish,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but you don't want to see
real life.
Okay.
We saw those piranhas.
You're the worst.
Not a screen.
You're the worst, dude. So
Mm.
they also thought we were dating. So there's
Appreciate Matthew McNicholas, who goes, Hassan Whiteside was untanked.
Okay.
Thank you for catching up to the show, Matthew. Appreciate you, dude. I tell you where you don't want to tank.
Where's that?
In the bedroom.
Oh!
Oh, man. You want to make sure you are coming confident, feeling great. You want to be peacocking in there, man. That's why you want to try our friends over at Blue Chew. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it. And they got mint flavors. Just want to keep it fresh, too. Just saying. You know, want to spice things up, impress somebody new. Try Blue Chew today. Plus, got a special deal for our listeners out there. You guys can try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code. The promo code? SHOWPONY. Use the promo code SHOWPONY at checkout, and you are getting your first month for free. You go to bluechew.com, you use the promo code SHOWPONY, all one word. Thank you, Mike. Use the promo code SHOWPONY, and you receive your first month free. You have to pay $5 for shipping, but your first month for free when you go to bluechew.com and use the promo code SHOWPONY.
Join Hawk and Crowder weekday
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. Miss any of the show, you get the Tobin and Leroy podcast on some platforms. How's it going, Frog Boy? Did you fix it yet?
So let me tell you the loop they've sent us on.
Mhm.
They've deemed that it was a local issue,
Mhm.
and then locally deemed that it was a corporate issue,
Mhm.
and then corporate escalated it twice, and no one has responded.
What does escalated to mean?
Like various people have contacted me saying the problem has been escalated to me, and I'm like, I don't know who you are.
What the hell does
but
that mean, escalated?
I don't know. Like it went from a normal.
That means it's
IT
like been handed up to an actual person who can help.
hopefully.
So have any of these people helped?
Dude,
No one's helped yet. You know?
Fix it,
I'm doing
dude.
my best.
You
I
know,
want the podcast fixed. I got people bothering me every
Yeah.
single day,
Well,
and it
it's
won't get fixed.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what's
fair.
amazing?
So sorry.
It's amazing how many different people have to comment on this before somebody works on it.
Ridiculous.
It's like,
Should be done in a day. Ridiculous. Anyway,
it's
uh,
it's like it's baffling to me how sometimes you work in a building that spends more time avoiding work than actually
hell yeah. How
fixing.
quick could it be to fix that? 2 seconds?
Right.
3
But
seconds?
here's like it's like when you need something fixed right here. Like I could be looking at the person that can help me in 2 seconds, and they go fill out a ticket and I have to wait until tomorrow.
Ridiculous.
Like it's torture.
Anyway, headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
You were saying the Dolphins signed some people, Leroy?
Yes, they signed a running back and a linebacker. Let me look here. Anthony McFarland is running back and linebacker Daquan Jackson.
All right.
Just need bodies.
Need bodies. If you guys missed earlier, River Cracraft is going to miss weeks of time with an upper body injury. Cam Smith is week to week with a hamstring injury. According to Barry Jackson, David Long is fine, so that's good.
Right.
And Chris Brooks is in concussion protocol,
Okay.
which sucks because he had a great run.
Yep.
So there you go.
Well, one of the things that I just read something.
What?
Colt McCoy is retiring from football. I'm like, he's been retired for like 5 years.
Was he on a roster last year?
Yeah,
Who was he on?
I don't know.
I need to know.
He was a
Who did-
professional backup.
If we had Colt McCoy, would that make everybody feel better than Mike Smith, Mike White, and Skylar Thompson? He was not on a roster last year, but he did play the year before that. He was on the Cardinals
Oh, okay.
for a couple of seasons. Cardinals, Giants, Washington, San Francisco, and started his career in Cleveland.
You know what's amazing? You know when fans say, like during the draft, we need to draft this guy. We need to draft this guy. We need to draft this guy.
Yep.
When those guys suck and your team drafts somebody else and that guy ends up flourishing, do you ever come back and say, whoo, what's wrong on that one?
I don't know.
I know you don't. You finagle your way out of anything.
Well, this starts
You've said some of the craziest stuff ever.
I mean, you could look at the 2008 draft if we wanted to go to like the Heat, and they drafted Michael Beasley. Like, Kevin Love was better, Russell Westbrook was better, so they missed. But still makes me happy.
Oh, what
I
about
totally missed with that.
what
one.
about even drafting what's the name over Book?
Justice Winslow.
Justice Winslow.
Yeah, it's a whiff.
That is a big whip.
It's a whiff.
Because here, think about this. Let's play this out. If they had Book,
Mhm.
you wouldn't have Tyler Hero.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. He lost a lot early in his career.
That don't mean nothing. He wasn't with the Heat.
What do you mean?
He wasn't here. He was there.
No, I know, but I don't know. Who knows how it goes? Who knows?
He's a bona fide scorer
He is a bona fide scorer, but
under all conditions.
Leroy, they lost a lot.
Mhm.
Like there was no jump like there was with like the Wolves with Anthony Edwards.
Well, I mean, Anthony Edwards also, they had Karl Anthony Towns.
Who cares? They're the number 1 pick with Karl Anthony Towns.
Right.
Stunk after Jimmy Butler left.
And then they traded for
Gobert.
Steph.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Um,
understand how that guy keeps making. I mean, they traded for him like they were trading for Michael Jordan.
yeah, they ruined the trade market.
Yep.
So, want to get to this. So we talked a little bit last hour about the Stephen Ross comments about his Super Bowl. He thinks the Dolphins are Super Bowl contenders if healthy. Mike McDaniel, he was asked about this. Do you want to hear what Mike McDaniel had to say?
Sure.
Here's Mike McDaniel on Stephen Ross's expectations of being a Super Bowl contender if healthy.
Mike, during the game, the team owner, Stephen Ross, was interviewed by CBS, and among the things he said, if we stay healthy, we're certainly a contender for the Super Bowl. Do you like those types of comments?
Absolutely. I think that means I think from a team perspective, a lot of times people are hesitate to talk about goals, in case you don't achieve them. I don't really operate that way. There's a lot of steps before that, so I don't think, necessarily it's on our guys' minds right now, because our goals are creating our standard and then winning the next game, and then you try to do the division, and then you try to win the conference, and you try to win the Super Bowl. So, but I like the building, and including the owner having the mindset of, let's be bold, don't be afraid of anything. We're going to compete, and that I think that brings out the best in people. I'm excited that he, I think that means he believes in the program, right?
Hmm.
Oh my God. No.
Okay.
I just saw the 66-yard field goal.
Yeah.
It must be noted.
Yep.
He hit the net.
Crazy.
So he not just dribbled it over. He hit the net.
What do you make of Mike McDaniel? What do you think he's going to say? No expectations.
But
boss.
but here it's
Please, simmer down.
But here, I hate when people don't hear what somebody is saying, and they jump to their own. He said, "I feel that we are contenders," right? Which is what every other team would say at this time. He didn't say.
I don't think the Panthers are saying that.
He didn't say.
It better not be.
Carolina Panthers.
He didn't say.
Florida Panthers champions.
He didn't say, I expect to do this, this, and this, or I have expectations. He didn't say any of that. So everybody's taking this comment and making it sound like the owner has expectations. That is not what he said.
He does have expectations.
He
though.
does, but that's not what he said. He said we should be contenders.
Semantics.
No, it's not. It is what it is. That's the problem I have with this, is that we take it for what we want so we can make this big story out of it. And guess what? He felt that way last year, and he said so. That, hey, I felt if we were healthy last year, we would have contended. That doesn't mean win. He didn't say I expect to get to a certain point.
I am curious about this. What do you consider a contender? How many teams do you consider a contender? 6?
Let me see. Here's also the problem. What happens if you have 2 contenders in one conference and 7 contenders in the other?
Yep.
You
AFC's a
see
lot
what-
tougher.
Right.
Yep.
So I would say, let's go to NFC. I'm going to say,
San
you
Fran.
got to say the Eagles.
Yep.
And San Fran.
Detroit.
Maybe Green Bay,
Maybe Green Bay.
Meh.
I'm not sold on their quarterback. He played for 3 minutes.
but maybe Green Bay.
Maybe Green
Maybe.
Bay. So that's 4. Now, let's go to the other side.
What about Dallas?
Dallas contenders? Yes.
I say Dallas over Green Bay.
They win 12, 13 games every year.
He's all in.
You can't say they get hot for a month.
Is anybody in the NFC South a contender?
Who?
Saints, Bucks, Falcons.
Nope.
Commanders.
Keep it moving.
Rams.
Rams.
What?
Contender.
Rams are gonna be good.
Why are they gonna be good?
Because they're always good. Unless they
Contender
get
or
hurt.
sneaky contender?
No, contender.
Okay, so that
No
gives
Aaron
us
Donald. Remember that.
2,
That's true.
4, and only 1 in the East. Oh, or 2 in the East.
What?
NFC East. You're going Eagles and Cowboys.
I'm gonna do Cowboys, even though, like we're
So
not
you give me
saying who. I'm
6
saying
contenders.
I'm saying contenders. Being that, like, if you win 12, 13 games every year, I gotta consider it. I'm not gonna say you win 12, 13 games, but I don't take you serious
Why not?
because you won 12, 13 games. That's why. Like contender. I'm not saying gonna win. But I'm saying at the end of the season, when you say this team
If you
has
make the playoffs,
this team has 12, 13 wins. What if they're the 1
but
seed?
not all playoff teams are contenders.
I mean, have a chance.
And I'm not even talking about the bump.
But I'm saying if you get in the playoffs, why can't you be a contender?
Okay, so you got 6 teams in the NFC. You're
Right.
very gracious.
No,
I think it's
okay.
half
Tell
that.
me who. Okay, go. You tell me who.
I go Eagles.
Okay, who had a worse collapse than the Dolphins did last
True.
year?
But
Okay.
I'm giving them the benefit
Okay.
of that.
Oh,
Because
you
they
okay?
were
Wait,
because they were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
you get to get
They were in the
benefits
Super
of
Bowl
the
2 years ago.
Hey,
Wow. They were in the Super Bowl 2 years
you
ago.
said the Rams won it, and you didn't say they. I don't
Different.
get that.
Different.
You know
Washed.
what I mean? Listen to this guy. You're the worst.
Washed.
Talent.
You are the worst.
There has a
No more
there's
Aaron
been
Donald.
a bigger turnover.
Yeah, no more Aaron Donald.
No more
Okay,
Jalen
anyway.
Ramsey.
They don't have Kelce though.
Hold on. Keep going back. So you're throwing out.
Yeah, I can.
Who'd you throw out? You
Throwing out the Cowboys.
throwing out the
throwing 'em out.
Cowboys. Okay.
Packers. Get them out of here.
I think I'm throwing out the Lions.
Whoa!
So you're throwing out the Lions.
But they eat kneecaps.
Nah.
Throwing out the Lions. Keep going. Hold on.
And I'm throwing out the Rams.
The Rams.
Oh, you got to throw out the Rams for sure.
Throwing them out.
So you're throwing out the Cowboys, the Rams,
And the Lions.
and the Lions.
So you're saying San Francisco,
Green
Detroit,
Bay.
and
No.
Green Bay.
San Francisco,
Oh, sorry.
Green Bay, Philadelphia.
And Philly. Yes.
I cannot believe
Philly.
that
Green Bay.
you would take
Hmm?
Detroit out of it, but leave Philly in.
Why?
Why Philly? Green Bay is not the one you're confused about?
Saquon. They got
Ooh,
weapons.
They do got weapons.
Weapons.
They do
They had
got
weapons last year, and they went on an epic collapse.
I don't like Sirianni. Like, he is a worse coach. than
that
McDaniel.
counts. That all
That
counts.
guy's a cancer.
All right, two contenders. I take out the Eagles.
All right. Now,
So I'm down to Green Bay
Now.
and San Francisco.
now
Wow.
let's go.
AFC.
AFC. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now.
The West.
Ravens.
No.
Hold
Let
on.
me just do division by
Division,
division.
division.
Okay? Let's
Okay.
do this radio style.
Yeah.
The West.
I hate radio style.
I
like
love
just
radio
like
style.
the Leroy Jenkins.
Uh,
Right?
The
Like,
West.
the-
Kansas City, obviously.
Yes, of course. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I'm sure they're grateful that you included them.
Raiders, Broncos, Chargers.
Huh?
Raiders, Broncos, Chargers. Any of them?
Nah. Can't do it.
I think the Chargers will make the playoffs, but no.
Not a contender.
Not a contender.
Right. Because I don't trust
All right,
Justin.
so they
Herbert.
got one.
I don't trust Justin. Herbert.
The South.
Ooh.
Jags, Titans, Texans, Colts.
Texans.
Texans are a contender.
Yes, that's it.
That's 2 contenders. The North. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. How many contenders in that division?
That's the toughest division. It has to be.
Ravens and Browns.
Okay.
2
It's
Browns.
4.
Hmm.
All right.
Of course you picked the Browns.
No,
What?
dude,
What?
hold on.
Well, it wasn't me.
Hold on.
Why not the Bengals?
They
Why not the
won.
Bengals?
They won a playoff game
Yeah.
with and started 5 quarterbacks. You don't think that team can support a bad quarterback?
Joe Burrow.
So just get a decent quarterback.
All right. So Ravens, Browns,
Yes.
not the Bengals.
No,
Why?
because they got to prove to me they can protect their quarterback.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, he gonna be miss half the season again.
And then the AFC East.
Yep.
Ooh.
Dolphins,
Dolphins and Bills. Stop.
No Jets.
Bills.
No.
Okay, so just in fairness, just want to be clear. When we initially did this list, you evened it up. You went 6-6.
Yeah.
You said, well, what if there was a 7-1 and 2 in the other? You want to take that back, or you think it actually is 6-6?
I would.
You want to revise your list at all?
I would say it's 6 and 4.
All right. So you do think 10 contenders, 10 teams can win the
Yes.
Super Bowl?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes. Keep in mind, you haven't seen anybody play yet. So you can't make any assumptions about anybody. All you have is what you've seen. Right? So I don't know why in the hell after the collapse they had, with your home team having the same collapse, you'd be more inclined to pick the Eagles to be a contender.
Mm-hmm. Something went on there.
They had a worse collapse than the Dolphins.
Who did?
The Eagles.
Agreed.
And you still.
Not much worse.
Yes, worse.
Not much worse.
Okay, but
Did they beat
here's
the
why.
Dolphins? I think
Here's
they beat
why.
the Dolphins, right?
Look at the division they played in.
Yeah.
So they played the Giants and the Redskins.
Okay. So the Dolphins played the Jets, who had Tim Boyle as quarterback, and they played the Patriots. Like, okay, it wasn't a murderer's row the Dolphins went against either. All right.
Eagles lost to the Baker-led Bucks.
Eagles beat the Dolphins last year.
So you think 10 teams are a contender?
Yeah, contender.
Wow, everyone.
I'm not like if I had to
you get a Super Bowl.
Wait,
you
no,
get
no,
a
no.
Super Bowl. You
do you understand? There's been wild card teams that gone to the Super Bowl, right?
I haven't once.
No, it did not. Go look and see how many times a wild card team has made the Super Bowl. So, like,
You want Tua's thoughts on the Stephen Ross's comments?
no, I don't.
Marcos, do you want
How
Tua's
many
thoughts?
times?
I need to hear. Okay.
How many times?
I'll give him the stat. Since 1970, it's happened 10 times.
That's
1970.
one. That's that won the Super Bowl.
Did the wild card exist in 1970?
That's
No, made it. This is just made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, 10 have made it. 6 have
yeah,
won.
but they didn't have a wild card till like 1980.
70. It says the wild card system began in 1970.
Okay.
And
So
10
only-
have made it?
To
10 have
Super
made it.
Bowl.
And how many have won?
3. I'm sorry. 6.
6.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Last one. Tampa
How many
Bay.
Super Bowls have there been?
Whew.
53, 54.
All right, so one every 5
No,
years.
57. This will be 57.
One every 6 years.
Tampa Bay Bucks in 2020 were the last ones to do it.
Mhm.
Before that, it was Leroy's favorite team, the Green Bay Packers, in 2010.
Oof. Oh, that was a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did everything on the
That
road.
was in New Orleans.
That was a good run.
Give me Tua and his reaction to Stephen Ross saying, "Do it or else you bums."
Is that exactly? I don't think he said that, but okay, yeah.
During the game, the CBS broadcast, they interviewed the team owner, Stephen Ross, and he said, if we stay healthy, we're certainly a contender for the Super Bowl. I don't know if you knew that he said that, but what are your thoughts on those remarks?
What are your thoughts? You think so?
Contender? Yeah, I think there's about 10 teams that have a chance.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, you just said contender. I think there's 10 teams. Are the Dolphins one of the 10 teams?
I think so.
You think so? Yeah. I would say that's the reason
Way
we
to
play
flip
this game.
it.
If none
Good
of us
job,
have the
Tua.
belief that we can do it, it won't happen for us on our team. So, of course, we have that belief.
Wow.
I did like that.
Well handled.
But again,
I didn't like
but
how.
do you see how they like? There's a difference in it being a contender
Mhm.
and having expectations. Like you took the same phrase and tried to say, "Oh, the owner should have expectations, all the money." That's not what happened.
No, see, you did the difference.
No, I didn't.
You took teams with expectations and you made them all contenders. I don't think
Wow.
they're all contenders.
So go.
So
You
I get to
only-
go.
You tell me,
I got 2 NFC contenders.
right?
All right.
Yeah.
AFC.
Mm.
Chiefs, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll allow it.
All right.
There is not a contender in the South.
No.
Not a contender.
You don't
Whoa,
think
whoa,
you
whoa,
don't
whoa,
think
whoa,
you
whoa,
don't
wait.
think that the
Houston?
Texans have a
Yeah.
no?
Not a
No,
contender.
what are they gonna
huh?
Not a contender.
Damn.
There you go.
Okay.
Welcome to their top resident at Too Cuteville.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna ask because on paper they seem to be talented. Quarterback position seem to have good leadership.
Too soon.
Too soon. Yeah.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
'cause
Really?
You know what? You're right.
You know
Not
who
a
they said
contender.
that about?
Who?
Tom Brady when he went to Super Bowl.
That's fine. Not everybody's Tom Brady. He doesn't get to.
Okay, but you didn't
you
know
don't
that.
think you always get to
But-
throw the
but
rules
you
of
didn't- you
Tom
didn't-
Brady. at
Wait,
me.
wait, wait.
He had to
You-
deal with the devil and he
But you
cheated.
didn't know that at the time.
Okay. Well, right now I'm predicting not a contender. Too soon. All right. They're not on my list.
Didn't Dan Marino go his first year?
Not on the list, Leroy.
All right.
It's my list. You had your time. You had your time.
Wait.
What about my time?
It's true.
Marcos,
Yeah.
when I gave my list, he said, no. Did he not? I'm giving my list. He got- No, not even close. You heckled my list. How you gonna heckle my list and then say my list? Oh my god!
The
All right,
North.
no one from the
What,
South.
what
no
a
one from the South.
whiny baby.
The King of the North.
King of the North.
Ravens. That's the only contender.
Only Ravens.
Only the Ravens.
No one has faith in the Bengals.
I don't have faith in Deshaun
even,
Watson.
even though Lamar, but see, that's my point.
I don't have faith. in him.
And this is why I said this.
Steelers got
If
better, too.
Lamar Jackson plays average
Mhm.
and they're consistent, have the same quarterback all year,
Mhm.
they're better than they were last year.
Mhm.
They won a playoff game, for God's sake. They started 5 different quarterbacks. They did the same thing the Jets did.
Who did they beat in the playoff game?
Talk about the Browns.
Pittsburgh? No, was it
Talking
Pittsburgh?
about the Browns?
Yeah.
Not a contender.
Okay. but you understand. They had the same circumstances as
They can have expectations.
they had the same
They got dusted by the Texans in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was about to
in
say,
the first week?
I thought Joe Flacco.
That was
killed
2
them.
years ago.
Oh, Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
like,
45-14.
Here's the deal.
let me ask you.
Wait,
Route.
they had the same situation as the Jets.
Hmm?
And look at how those two teams went about it.
Hmm.
So you can't tell me that if they have just average play. Same thing the Jets are saying. The Jets say, hey, Aaron Rodgers has got to be better than the stiffs we had last year.
You guys, maybe you'll become a contender, but from the outset, not a contender.
Okay.
You can still become a contender. You win a big fight, all of a sudden you're content. Dan Hooker, he was ranked 11th, and then he beat the number 5 guy. He's back to top 5 contender.
Okay.
So you can become a contender.
Keep going with your list.
Okay. AFC East.
Yeah.
Jets.
Uh-huh.
Not a contender.
Oh, look at that. You got me with the swerve. Trick me.
Bills.
Yeah.
Not a contender.
No way.
We know the Patriots aren't a contender.
Fuck it.
Dolphins.
Hmm?
Stephen Ross said it. They're a contender.
Contender,
So
baby.
my question is this.
That's a good call.
Can you say somebody's not a contender when they've won the division the last 5 times?
Time's up.
But
Time's up.
you're assuming that.
You're right.
Okay. All right.
I mean, but there's no games to be played. That's all I can do. All I can do is assume.
So was that 3 or 4 AFC teams? I think I counted 3.
3,
Yeah.
which is more than the NFC where I had 2. But I'm more of a man than everybody else. You know, I'm going to narrow it down to just. I'm going to narrow it down.
Yikes. Will away. Huh?
And I didn't like how I think that was Joe Shat asking the question when Tua threw it back at him. I didn't like how he waffled on contender.
Yeah, kind of hesitated.
Like he
there,
hesitated, Joe. What do you think? You think you're going to? Yeah, can you play that again? Because he got it when Tua threw it back at him. He was like we almost hurt it was almost like he stubbed his toe.
Okay. During the game, the CBS broadcast, they interviewed the team owner, Stephen Ross, and he said, if we stay healthy, we're certainly a contender for the Super Bowl. I don't know if you knew that he said that, but
No.
what are your thoughts on those remarks?
What are your thoughts? You think so?
Contender? Yeah, I think there's about 10 teams that have a chance.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, you just said contender. I think there's 10 teams. Are the Dolphins one of the 10 teams?
I think so.
You think so? Yeah. I would say that's the reason we play this game. If none of us have the belief that we can do it, it won't happen for us on our team. So, of course, we have that belief.
See, I feel like you need to have a new game instead of contender pretender, which is a radio classic. You need contender. Because it kind of gets high pitched out there, like you got like the squeaky cheeks. Contender.
During
Got a little high
the
in there.
game, the CBS broadcast, they interviewed
He's-
Stephen
Where the hell is
and
Belichick?
he said, if we stay healthy, we're certainly a
Looks like
contender
you're
for the Super
looking at a
Bowl.
crack
I don't know if you knew that he said that, but what are your thoughts on those remarks?
What are your thoughts? You think so?
And Tua's like, what do you think?
Tua
buddy?
just called the audible. He goes, "What do you think?"
What do you think? You tell me. I like that though. That's something he definitely wouldn't have done those first 2 years under Flores.
Flip it back on you.
Yeah. Like, what do you think, buddy? Champ,
I mean, look,
pal.
I just like it's like he was like almost like Ron Burgundy when they put the question mark in the teleprompter. He goes, "I'm Ron Burgundy." Damn it! Who put that question mark there? Anything you put in there, Burgundy will read.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
but yeah. So while we sitting here, like being a contender is not like
We can't hang on the. There's no banner.
technically
There's
every
no contender ring.
technically every
Yeah, I think
team
there's
that
about
makes
10
playoffs
teams that have a chance.
as a contender. You
Yeah.
made the postseason playoff.
The Heat were not
I
a
mean, you
contender.
just said contender.
By the end,
By the end of what? The season? No.
Contender?
contender.
You still said Heat and 5.
Of course. I really felt good after game 2. Man, I was an idiot.
How'd you
Record
feel?
breaking.
How'd you feel after game 3?
Not good.
Same way I felt after every other game.
Not good.
Not good at all.
But this year, oh, look out.
Yeah.
So-
Windhorse says we're getting killer Jimmy Butler.
Here, so I would say there's 3 or 4 teams that are going to be terrible.
I think there's 10 teams.
There's
Are
probably
the Dolphins one of the 10 teams?
15 to 20
You think
teams
so?
that are going to be in the middle of the pack, could fluctuate one or the other way with a couple of wins here and there. Like, you're going to be pretty close. And there's going to be 8 to 10 teams that, right, are going to.
There's more teams that are going to be in the middle than there are. Like, you'll have the same amount of contenders as you have terrible teams.
Correct. Right.
Like,
Right.
It might be as hard to pick. We should do this game again and be like, awful? Okay.
Contender?
I mean, so we are making an assumption that Carolina's going to have the number 1 pick,
Kind
if not the Giants.
Ooh. Can I interest you?
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know of not one player they have.
Kyler Murray.
I mean, but he's
Yeah, other
Besides
than
Kyler
him,
Murray.
other
Well, they
than
just
him,
drafted Harrison Jr.
Marvin
they
Harrison
did.
Jr.
Yes.
They have
that's
Marvin
right.
Harrison Jr.
Wow.
Right.
So a rookie that they drafted this year is the only other player we know.
I don't know, but the last time we played fantasy football, Leroy drafted like 4 Cardinals.
That's right.
He was really into the
Because
Cardinals.
no, I thought they would always play catch up.
We'll take a break. Back after this.
This hour of
Drop D coming, 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 drop D coming.
Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Wouldn't that be something if she just started Miami in this song? Just dropping it.
As much as that would be wonderful, I don't think I should do that.
That'd be some intro.
Wow.
I would have to leave. I would have to leave after that.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you else you need an intro for.
Oh,
The Mix Bag!
whoa!
Which is brought to you by Brow and Health. Well, into your future. What do you got today for us, birthday boy?
Well, my friend, I have someone who we won't be playing in 2x speed this time. It is none other than Michael McDaniel. Is he Michael or is he just Mike? Because he wasn't there.
I think he is a Michael McDaniel.
Who's the guy in Denver?
No, most of the time it's Michael.
What was it Mike Malone who's like, call me Mike?
Mike Malone hates being called Mike. He says, I'm Michael.
Michael.
I'm
Right?
Michael. He's a bit of a jerk.
Isn't he just, isn't that who's the one that called him James?
That was Brett Brown,
And Brett Brown-
Sixers coach,
it
called Jimmy Butler. He's like, he was James Butler tonight. And he goes, that's not my name. It's actually just Jimmy.
That's right.
He was the adult in the room. He was James Butler.
I like say, too much. Well, why are we trying to be cute?
I don't know.
Like everybody trying to be cute.
Yeah, that's a little much sometimes, definitely.
Banker's hours. Yeah, the Banco. Dennis Lopez says banker's hours, J Fig. I said no. The bank opens
Okay,
at 9.
Leroy. Let's get moving.
Mr. McDaniel doing his normal business up there. Also, he just hears something in the background, and of course, it wouldn't be Mike McDaniel if he didn't have something to say. I want you to listen to this clip and tell me if you hear what Mike McDaniel, our favorite head coach, had to say.
Fire typing going on. Chill out. Dude, I feel bad for your keyboard. Like you don't have to do that to the keys. They're yeah. Yeah.
Can I finish the question?
Okay. Oh yeah. So we're all distracted. That's my fault. Yeah.
Accountability there. Did you hear that at the beginning though?
That's
What is it in the news desk?
that's feverish typing.
Or why is he so close to the mic?
That is
That
wild.
that room has a weird thing they're able to do where like they can flip the audio to audience to the podium.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's a strange.
So if he's typing while this guy's asking the question,
yeah, it goes to
Right.
that side.
I
So you
got
hear.
Sometimes I feel guilty of that when I'm, looking something up. But part of me kind of feels cool when I do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
You feel like you're productive.
look how fast I can type. It does. It does kind of make me feel a little bit good about myself. I'm not gonna lie to you there. But of course, it wouldn't be Mike McDaniel if he didn't mention anything about it.
I mean, it is very loud typing.
It was
Professional typing. Like
and he was hammering those keys.
The only thing that would have made that better if it was an old school typewriter with 2 ring fingers.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. That's the only thing essentially that was missing.
Can you imagine how long it took to write books when you had to proofread and check and then do the whiteout and then
like a typewriter?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's literally what he just said.
All right,
Wow.
fair enough.
Even though it's your
Minus-
birthday.
-1 for not even listening to the show.
No, you said it might have taken long. The whiteout.
No
the
arguments,
typewriter.
Noah Flyles.
-1.
We're gonna get to that guy.
Oh,
We're gonna get to that guy for sure.
Wait, but think about this.
Yeah.
Who's more famous?
That's a good question. Because
Who's more famous? Noah
Yeah.
Lyles or Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill. It's the biggest sport in the country.
I understand that, but
you talking about worldwide?
Noah Lyles walking around like
I think Noah Lyles is more infamous these days than he is famous.
That's really what it is. Like I hear more about Noah Lyles, but it's never anything good.
Yeah, everybody
It's always like,
everybody really seems to dislike the
there
guy.
he goes again.
he seems to be like there's a fine line between being confident, arrogant, and cocky.
Mhm.
right? Everybody loves a confident guy, right? Nobody likes an arrogant guy. And a cocky guy, as long as you doing what you say you can do, is fine. But you didn't even win.
Didn't even win, Drew. And that one that he did win, kind of questionable.
I like. There's 4 other guys that can say I tied for the gold medal.
That's true.
Like
They should have just given everybody the gold.
Well, as we know, there's been a beef ongoing in between Noah Lyles and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill proclaimed that he could beat the U.S. speedster in a race. This was Noah Lyles responding to that statement, a bit sarcastically, if I.
What's that guy? What's the cheetah guy from football? What I can't remember his name. Where's Mark? Mark, what's the football player who thinks he's fast? His name?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Shut up, Mark.
Come on.
Come on.
I believe that he does. If he calls him the cheetah, like he knows who he is. He may just not know his name. I saw a clip the other day from him. He was on Shannon Sharp and Ocho's podcast, and he didn't know who. He legitimately did not know who Nikola Jokic is. Like, so it's not crazy that he doesn't know Tyreek Hill's name. He knows that he's the cheetah. I believe it.
we only know you 4 times for every 4 years. So like, take your moment of shine and go with it, and then be gone.
Yeah.
Right.
The cheetahs, is this race going to happen though? What's going on here?
I don't know. He did mention something about $50 and I think like a pay-per-view. I'm not sure. Maybe we should do that. You know, more than celebrity boxing, I'd see some people run against each other.
They tried to, didn't Ocho Cinco try and do that? Like he tried.
He ran a horse.
No, but didn't he like have a thing? We had him on the show. He was promoting something. They were doing it like at the Panthers arena. Where like
where they were racing.
A bunch of guys were racing for a lot of money. I don't think it was very successful.
But like, wouldn't you like, as opposed, you know, I know he dropped out of the race, but as opposed to the presidential race that we were watching before between Biden and Trump, would you rather just see them run? You know, one of them's gonna fall.
Really?
It'll be hilarious.
One of them's gonna fall.
The old aren't very good at running.
Dude, I would say after 30 yards, have the ambulances right there.
I would rather, to be honest with you,
they both make
I
it
really
that
have
far.
no interest in Noah Lyles versus Tyreek Hill.
Somebody
really
said
don't.
Noah is a different type of speed. He has
Yeah,
no.
But like,
Hold on, let me say.
like if they were to just race, I would expect like Noah Lyles better win.
No, but here's the deal, and here's the thing that people don't understand is that this team is filled with guys who were successful sprinters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not out of the question.
Yeah, probably though.
Why?
Because
Tyreek Hill is a sprinter.
It reminds me of like the MMA guys going to boxing. It's like they're probably skillful with their hands, but they're not boxers.
No. It's not the same. It's not the same.
How
That's
mu-
a different skill.
But they use
These
that,
guys all
but
ran
it's a skill
track.
they use.
These guys all ran track.
But most people who do MMA train boxing just singularly.
No. But not just being a boxer though is different than, you see what I'm saying? Just being a boxer.
Yeah, but Tyreek Hill's not running 100 meters anymore.
But he has trained and prepared to be a sprinter. So
No Lyles.
No, running back for the Dolphins.
H-Chan.
No, not H-Chan. H-Chan won the Big 12. Mostert won the Big 10.
Mhm.
These guys are sprinters. Like you don't hear, you ain't heard of Noah Lyles till he start doing all this serious
But they
training.
also, but like, don't you make fun of it too? Like, because you say like the combine's like underwear Olympics. Like,
Yes.
it's not this like
Yes, because it's not how fast you are, it's how well you use your speed.
right. So I'm saying like I would expect Noah Lyles to beat Cheetah in a race, like a distance race, or like whatever you want to pick, like maybe other than a 40.
They're
But,
running
like,
60.
If they ran 100 meters, I would expect Noah Lyles to get him by a few strides.
No.
Really?
You're out of your mind.
Whoa.
Like these guys are sprinters. Just because they don't run track for, you know why? A lot of them will tell you this. There's more money in football. That's it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Be a sprinter.
I mean, it's also more skill involved, if you're being honest. I know there's a lot that goes into running. It's not just out there running, but you also don't have to worry about someone potentially giving you CTE.
Right. He doesn't have to go and beat L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah,
you know?
but how quick will his career be done?
Done.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm like. He better win.
But and he didn't.
What do you mean?
He won his 100.
No, I mean against Cheetah.
By
I'm saying if he raced the Cheetah.
Yeah.
I'm saying he should beat the Cheetah. If he doesn't,
right,
beat
just
the
because he runs and Tyreek doesn't. I don't think you understand how fast he is, dude.
Who?
He's a sprinter.
I don't think you understand how fast he is. The same thing I say about Randy Moss. People did not understand how fast that guy was.
How old is Noah Lyles?
26?
Noah Lyles is 27.
27. Listen, I played with a guy that won a silver medal in 200, right? He was okay. He was a special teamer.
Who was the wasn't there another who was the guy on the Bills for a while? Gabe Davis. How far did he make it? Wasn't he an Olympic sprinter?
He was fast.
Wasn't he on the team at least? I don't know if he won anything. Didn't Gabe Davis didn't he make the Olympic team or was like an alternate?
I do see that he has track and field stats around here. Oh, did he go to No, this is different Gabe Davis. Okay, I almost got I don't see anything in regards to like
I would be
Olympic
much
stuff.
just let me say this. I would be much more interested in Tyreek. I really just would like a Dolphins only race, and I just want to know who the fastest out of all the fast guys are, more so than Noah Lyles, because I feel like we're all going to come away with that. Noah Lyles beating Tyreek Hill, maybe by a little, maybe a lot, but I feel like we're all going to be like, yeah, he should. He's an Olympic. Yeah. He just won the Olympics. He should beat Tyreek Hill.
Closer than you think.
No, they won't run 100. They'll run a 60.
It's gonna be close.
I think Cheetah's saying a 50.
Yeah,
he's 50. Halfway. Yeah,
perfect.
There's no I'm telling you, just because you can run a 200, that's why it's so hard to win the 100 and the 200. Simply because it's two different styles of running, right? So that's what makes it even more incredible when somebody wins the 100 and 200. It makes it amazing.
According to Dr. Rudy Jackson, who I
Who
don't
the
know.
hell is Rudy?
he's a listener of ours. We now have two doctors, him and Dr. Toboggan.
Yes, perfect. What about Dr. Remulak?
Oh, Dr. Three doctors. We're the only show that has three doctors. They participate in the chat. Maybe doctors are listening, but they're not participating. Cheetah's best 100-meter time is 10.19. Noah Lyles is 9.79.
That's close.
In the 100, though, they're going to run 50. There's no time to catch up. That's what I'm saying. There's no time to catch up.
So it's like you had to have a quick starter.
When you see these guys run 100, what separates them is when you see that final quarter of the 100, they seem like they're pulling away when in actuality they're just maintaining their speed, right? He won't have a chance to play catch up.
How big is Noah Lyles? He's not like
he's a tic-tac.
He's not like Usain Bolt, right?
He's a tic-tac.
No, I don't think so.
He's a tic-tac.
5'11", 154.
154 pounds. A tic-tac.
Yeah, he's very thin. But he's a little taller than Cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Tyreek Hill is listed at 5'10". I don't think it's 5'10". 185. I do believe that though.
5'10"?
Yeah.
Tyreek. What? No.
They got him. Yeah, he's not 5'10".
He's not 5'10".
He's not 5'10".
I'm 6'3".
He's pretty thick though. He's not like he's not like Waddle.
For sure.
He's not built like Noah Lyles.
No.
Yeah. Do you guys want to see another freak athlete right now? Probably the best athlete in the world.
Okay.
Don't show us that video you trying to dunk again.
Okay, well then we'll skip on them. The best athlete in the world, I am calling it. And you know what? So much so, he had Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was not backing down from an Olympic sprinter. Backed down from this athlete. Said that he didn't want the smoke. Ran away from him.
He did say that.
I show speed.
I don't like this I show speed because and let me just say it's nothing personal.
Yeah, seems personal.
He's jumping over cars too easily.
Two back to back.
He jumped over two cars, and the thing is, when you are this popular,
Hey, you ever seen that go bad?
This is what I'm saying.
Dude, I was watching.
I just here's what
all I could hear was this. He's gonna try to jump over. He's not gonna make it. Boom.
This is what I think of. I think of what if my son was
hold
13.
On. First of all,
No, just hear me out. Hear me out. He's 13 and he's into I show speed.
Yes.
And he goes, Dad, I show speed jumped over a car.
Intangibles don't have hops, son.
Like, son, not for you. Not for you.
But
like, I don't want to be too. What if I'm too late?
Yeah.
What if they're all like, we're doing the speed challenge?
Well, his athletic prowess is on display even more.
Your son's built like you.
I was already having this talk.
You know what you do? Show him the picture of you going up that wall and say, "This is us."
I was already trying to. I was already trying to explain to my wife. I was trying to explain to Mrs. Tobin this week because we were talking about football. Because like there was a possibility he's like, oh, should he do tackle football? Like, I don't think he should really do that till he's like,
probably
what's the point? You know,
Yeah,
let him learn the game.
You could not. Here's the problem. You could
I feel like he'll lay some
hate
hits,
football a lot sooner than you really should.
Yeah,
because of hitting.
I said, look, he's gonna do two things, unless he's got a chooch, which he's got a pretty good arm for a kid.
Nice,
but he's gonna be in the trenches. Like that's.
Oh my God. You're gonna be in the trenches. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the jumping over the car thing. Just show him the video of you going up the wall, and just say, "Hey,
yeah,
this is your genes here, buddy."
But that is a crazy thing IShow Speed is doing. Anyway, what about him?
So IShow Speed, if you thought his racing ability, which he put up an impressive 40 time in the Yeezy foam runners we saw him jump over cars.
Yep.
And now he's taken on, you've seen those punching machines, right?
Yeah.
You punch
like
a
the
machine.
arcade?
Yeah. It gives you a
yeah.
score of some sort. This is IShow Speed with Dana White. This is a Fanatic Fest that happened this weekend.
Oh,
Alex Pereira.
Alex Pajeda, probably.
Pajeda. Sorry. Went in with a 9-12 punching score. Now, this is IShow Speed immediately after goes up to 9-21, dude.
He beat him on the UFC machine.
He beat him on his own machine.
Damn, dude.
The champion. Things are getting scary with IShow Speed, man. Things are getting scary.
Where did IShow Speed's like fame start? Was he a gamer?
Yes, he was a gamer online who lit
See,
fireworks in his room.
This kid knows how to play video games.
Yeah,
He didn't even punch it. He slapped it.
Yeah, this guy knows how to play video games. Cap for Life says France has the record. That's not the same thing though. Cap.
Yeah.
That's at the Performance Center where they have like a Drago measuring one, not quite like the game. But that's still an embarrassing thing. Like if you're Dana White and your scariest puncher is there and he gets out punched by a Twitcher or a YouTuber, that's funny.
And then they say, "Let's get in the ring."
Oh, I wouldn't. He's
of course.
a little scary.
Right.
But he's doing a lot of impressive things he probably shouldn't be able to do.
It is impressive.
There we go. Tommy, this is your future, son.
Don't jump over a car.
Oh,
Dude,
Tommy.
I'm just like, that's the face of, oh no, these shoes got no grip.
Frog socks failed me.
I can't never. This never gets old.
Oh, it does for me.
Especially with you, D say. You goes,
Didn't get any worse than that with Udonis Haslam shaming.
Hey man, he goes, hey man, real quick, you couldn't get up that wall. I'm like,
The fear in his eyes.
yeah.
It's not fear, it's disappointment.
He's just disappointed.
Well-
He's just looking at him like, no.
Take a break. Back after this.
WQAM
Slow motion for
I can like that. Slow
Schmieden
motion
says,
for me. See, y'all don't know
He
nothing. This
says-
is just my
You don't
home
know
court
how to
right here.
act.
You don't know
Leroy.
nothing
You
about
don't
this.
know how to act.
Schmieden says Tommy needs to watch less I Show Speed and more Tony Saragusa.
For
I'd be like, hey Tommy, I'm gonna be watching football with my son. He goes, ooh, the cheetah. We'd be like, you see number 92, Zach Sealer?
Wait a minute. So he can get away with saying that about your boy, your only son, but I'm being called a fat shamer. He put your son, how old's Tommy? 8? He put him in the trenches at 8.
You opened the door. You opened the door for that.
Son, you might want to watch Zach Sealer. But he's got a cool celebration. You ever hear of Sealer and on up?
Oh,
Dude, that's some of your best work right there, Smeathan. Some of your best work.
Let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Zion Williamson's skinny now.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
You know what? It's the evolution of the sports body. I keep telling you that. Stop it.
Pretty wild.
Like, Charles Barkley went through the same thing, and he makes more fun of him than anybody.
He does.
Y'all remember fat ass Charles?
the round mound of rebound.
No, that wasn't him.
What?
Well, that was his nickname.
That was his nickname? Who
Yeah.
else did they call? They said that about?
No one.
Okay.
You can't give two
All right.
nicknames. We talked about this.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, as you get older, your body matures. But for like, hey, show me a picture where Chuck that thin during his career. You see what I'm saying? Chuck make fun of him. That's what's crazy.
Oh man,
What kind of hurts the most though?
what does?
When a bigger person calls you fat?
Yeah,
My
like-
brother is bigger than me. He's been bigger than me and our entire life. Sometimes he look at me, he's like, "You're getting a little fat." nothing hurts more than that.
No, but that's like, you know what? No, if you're in a relationship, it happens even worse.
Oh,
right?
man.
Because for some reason, I don't know why women think they could just put your just out there. She said, "Hey, big fella, you might want to put that cake down and go ahead on and eat some fruit."
Who says that, Leroy?
I said, "What?"
In her defense, your shin did collapse under the pressure. Not that long after.
My shin?
Yeah. Didn't your leg break somehow?
Yeah, and she wouldn't let me go get it medically checked. Right? She's like, "Nah, you just got a bruise." Really? Because I can't walk. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, but you know, and I can't listen.
No disrespect, but
You can't go at your wife or your significant other like they can come after you. Because you're supposed to be a big boy.
Deshaun Watson didn't play this weekend?
I don't know why.
She get some reps.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
She gets some. Oh, he is coming. Oh, like is he gonna be ready? Like he's got the shoulder thing, right?
Yeah. No, he's fine. But I don't know why everybody want to talk to him. Let him play some football. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to Flacco. By the way, he's they're showing some pictures of him at a camp right now. Did you see Jaime Jacquez embarrassing kids at his camp?
Oh yeah. See, look, can I just say this? Here's what happens. They come out there and they want to embarrass you in front of their friends, and you're a competitor first.
That's right.
So
Gotta teach them a lesson.
Yeah. Look.
Oh, this is multiple.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you see that? He jumped.
Well, listen.
Bam. Wow.
Hey, listen. Jaime did say he had one goal coming into the offseason.
Yeah,
be a lockdown defender. Just kidding. None of the kids are allowed to get a free pass past Jaime.
Yeah, you know, and then because even if you try to be nice and let the kids feel good, like Tyreek Hill does in his camps, there's always going to be those guys.
Yeah, but
like, oh, I can't believe a kid
Tyreek
did that
just
to
got
you."
sued for putting a big girl on skates.
Yeah, well, I mean, shouldn't have pressed.
He says she tripped over his dog.
Huh?
He claims she tripped over the dog, I believe.
Yeah.
That was what the settlement read, indeed.
That's what I told somebody who wanted to say.
There's not a settlement.
No, it wasn't.
It's going to trial, but apparently it's going to trial. What did Andy Slater report? I think it's going to trial next season. like November of next season, and I think it's going to take like 3 weeks.
I
Maybe
can't-
there will be a settlement in the in between.
I can't keep up with Tyreek Hill's off the field shenanigans.
It's a lot of off the field shenanigans.
He has a lot of stuff.
You look at him on the
At
field.
least he stayed away from the docks this offseason.
Yes,
Thankfully.
the dogs.
The docks. I mean, he over there like Tony
slapping
Soprano. like I own these docks.
I don't need him to slap somebody up over some mahi.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta appreciate it. Consistent.
I listen. Not for nothing. I did run somebody down.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm telling
no.
you.
Let me explain this.
No.
to you. Let me explain the
This is
story.
inexcusable, dude.
I pull up to a stop sign.
Yeah.
I go to pull out. Some kid ran his stop sign because it was 3-way stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped. And then he throws his hands up at me. So I followed him.
See that?
What?
That's the problem.
I'm like,
Leroy?
I said, no. So I said, followed him. He got to say, can I help you? I said, you ran a stop sign and you threw your hands up at me. You got something you want to say now?
Ooh. Yeah, did he?
No, he said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I said, say next time, be careful.
Yeah.
What about the beat the brakes off of you?
I did.
Oh yeah.
I said, if you was like,
forgot to
you got
mention
something
that.
to say? Because, or like, yeah.
I may beat the brakes off.
How long did you follow him for?
Half a block.
Nah.
It was in like a, I was leaving the golf course and it was in like a, development or whatever.
Pensacola. He followed him to Pensacola.
No, not like the lady that had a poop diaper.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that lady? She drove all the
Oh,
way to
that's right.
Houston
What did she do that for?
Dedication.
to get her. Somebody
ex?
was cheating or her ex or something.
You can't be showing up with a poop diaper if you have to.
Wait.
You're making his point for
Do
him.
you see why I'm
Wait,
cheating? You
wait,
poop
wait.
yourself, man.
Once you have made that level of commitment, there is nothing that's stopping you from getting there. So but you are making this point. That's what I mean,
Drove
officer.
900 miles.
That's
Stinks.
crazy.
Oof. Yikes.
Come on.
Anyway, take a break. We got Mike McDaniel talking some Odell.
Oh
Beckham.
no, we don't have enough show left. I heard it.
We'll make it. I think we'll make it.
Okay. All right.
Take a break. Back with more shenanigans after this.
Coming
How long?
No, you nailed it.
Hey, I can give you the first couple of 2 or 3 words of every song you play.
Me?
Yeah. I got this one. I know this is the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you know I specifically, I want you to know, because this guy over here, he yells at me sometimes because of this, Leroy. It's my love of you. And this one over here too as well. The Birderer. They yell at me all the time. I like giving you specifically, Leroy, a few seconds of the music, right? Just so you know we're back because you don't do clean feed. And also because
you wipe your ass with copyright laws. That's why.
Copyright.
Thank you.
You've literally got to shut down by every network there is.
Copyright.
I knew a purpose. Okay, there's a reason why.
We literally are like 96.5 HD.
I go to our YouTube every day at 2:05. It's like blocked.
No. Demonetized.
Not always. Sometimes
we first
it's
become blocked, okay?
Sometimes it's deep on the eyes. Like they take away all of our views.
So just out of curiosity, you will have to get the rights, even though your company may have them.
If your company has them, then you're fine.
No, we're fine.
But a lot of the times what happens is there's a lot of AI on YouTube and Twitch. So it's not even like, even if you ask, they can yank you sometimes. Sometimes even your own videos get yanked. One time I posted a press conference I shot and edited. It was an Erik Spoelstra like playoff press conference, and Fox tried to like you guys don't even have NBA rights. What do you mean? Like, it was the only time I ever had to like write YouTube and be like, hey, I think you guys are making a mistake. Because like this, it was some news happened in that press conference. I don't remember what, but they kept saying this is right. This is the rights of first things first on Fox Sports. I'm like, pretty sure it's not. So you got to be careful. That being said, you've taken a poop on copyright.
Copyright, dude. Who's monetizing off these videos? That's what I want to know.
Doesn't matter. I don't care about them. I won't care about the views. And nobody's like, it'll be like, well, why did we stop on 400 today? Oh, because Frog Boy got us knocked off the internet.
I mean, NBC, dial it back a
Oh,
little
you
bit,
can't, dude. They're doing that. Like, still, they're poaching and they're like suspending Twitter accounts with Olympic stuff up there. They're trying to wipe Reagan off the internet.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I think she might be.
Why?
That.
Was she at UFC?
Because the no, she was not. But somebody mocked the. Somebody won the fight. She won the fight, and she started doing the dance.
I've been seeing that.
It was great.
That's good.
What dance?
She started like this Australian fighter won this weekend on UFC on the undercard, and she started doing the
where you like lay down,
like the things that have those are the things. Like she started doing all her moves.
So everybody's doing it on TikTok or Instagram, so they can't get banned too.
They can.
Like, what is this world coming to?
That's right, Leroy.
First of all, she can't dance. She's becoming more famous by not being able to dance and everybody mimicking her.
Yep.
We're making fun of you.
Doesn't matter. She doesn't see it that
right.
way.
So what? And now they're getting banned?
Yes.
You know how this all could have went away if she would have got banned from the Olympics?
Well, she banned the sport from the Olympics. Well,
right.
Marcos was telling us had to do with music rights.
Wow.
Which he also is like,
Wait. How? Wait. So let me get this straight, Marcos.
Yes.
You know why the Olympics is canceling a sport
for sure
about copyright?
Yeah.
Yet you hose down everything.
Yep.
Like
I'll tell you what. Well, first of all, I do it for you, Leroy. But you know what? You're done. You're not getting any more previews. But
I don't need to listen.
No, you got us banned for 10-year-old Tavon Austin, West Virginia footage.
Which is it's a YouTube video. YouTube, how are you banning me from putting a YouTube video on YouTube? 25
3
million
times.
views. Crazy, dude. What are we doing here?
So we got banned from
showing for that episode. Yeah.
Showing a video we got
I
on.
think that one actually got banned on Twitch. I don't know if it got banned on YouTube.
It was a YouTube video that I showed on YouTube, and they're like,
yeah, but we're also on Twitch.
That's true.
We're on multiple platforms, Marcos. You gotta count for all these.
Well, Schmeath and switch over to YouTube.
What do we need to do that we can show stuff?
Nothing. There's nothing we
can.
Can we just instead of showing real videos, can we just start doing reenactments?
Yeah, that's
I would
good.
say don't show game broadcast videos or event broadcast videos. I would not play those.
What did I play during Mixed Bag? Have I already violated?
No,
today?
you played if you play like a social media clip, that's
we're
not a
good.
big deal. But if you played a social media clip of a game, you're just asking for it, Marcos. You can't loophole like that. Be like, but I got it from Twitter.
But here's he knows.
Sometimes rules don't make sense.
But you know
Of
what?
course he knows.
This is your fault.
What?
Yeah.
You're the one that starts it.
Yeah.
That is true.
That is true.
Sometimes I yell at both of you, and you don't listen. And you're like, oh,
Now you
okay,
get mad
Dad,
at
no
him.
big deal.
What is the last?
He's learning from the best.
Last time I got copyright flag.
I am easily impressionable. It's not my fault.
Wow.
Grown man, it's your birthday today.
Is it?
Wait. Hey, and playing dumb does not help. Oh, I didn't know. I was just trying to think my
Okay, look, you pull up to a red light at 3 a.m. Every light is red. No one's going. You're gonna stay there the whole time, or sometimes you bend the rules a little bit, huh?
Let me tell you.
Yeah, but how
You
many
ever
times?
been- wait,
how
have
many
you
times
ever-
are you gonna bend
Hey,
the rules before you stop?
Have you ever been to the islands? Those islanders? He goes, no, man. That red light is just a suggestion.
You've bent the rules while getting 9 red light camera tickets and continuing to run the red light.
And I'm
I
like,
haven't
you
tried
look-
that.
Basically, what you're doing is looking up at the red light camera and smiling.
no, I'm saying they should change that camera as I run through it every time. It's a
I
violation
have
of
a
my
friend that
rights.
used to refer to stop signs as the Miami slide. Like instead of fully stopping, he would just be like, oh, okay, cool. Just keep going.
There's a
Hey.
Miami slide going on down the street right
Yeah,
now.
we was in
they
cop.
blocked
There's
off down there.
there's some cop intervention.
Something
they got a
going
street
on.
blocked off. But I
Oh.
told Tobin, it's 80. Was that 80? 82nd? No, 80.
Something like that. That's one.
79th.
It's in the 80s.
It's 79th right there, right? Or like 81 or it's
Close
or
enough.
82, right?
You too.
And there's a supermarket on the
Oh.
corner because that goes all the way down to 95.
Yeah.
There's probably some action over there because I went into that grocery store one time once. I was like, yikes.
Bravo?
No.
I think it's a Bravo.
No, it's not a Bravo. It's called something.
It's a fish and meat market.
Super Saver or something like that.
Safeway.
No, I don't know.
Let's
I
get it.
just know that I went in and went out,
Mm.
and that was it.
By the way, while you're looking out there, why don't you give us a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
All right. Look at that. On TV, you got a weather screen. We got to just roll this puppy up. Oh, there's a new cop facing the other way.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. It is extremely cloudy with some lightning and rain. Hence, that's probably the same as calling them thunderstorms. The wind is coming out of the west at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's a little bit cooler because it's been so wet. And again, be careful out there because I'm telling you, I see cop cars, I see rain, I see lightning. And last time we got rain like this, we almost didn't make it out of Brickell. So what is it? We got to be about 84, 85 degrees.
Oh, what's he at, Frog Boy?
It is currently 83 degrees. Thunderstorms in the area for sure. There is, for
rusty.
once, yeah, right? They got to put some oil on that. Joe Rose's spit
I
everywhere.
don't know what's going on there, dude.
Special marine warning, by the way, guys.
Spit my creamer into that mic.
So he's the creamer thief, huh?
Yeah.
He's the
Joe Rose is the creamer
You found
thief.
out? Oh,
Wait, no.
Wow.
So
After you
first of
stole
all,
it from
no.
poor Tamara.
So, no, Tamara and the guy, they all made it sound like it was me. I'm like, so yeah, I said, Tamara, I opened up your, creamer because I bring creamer all the time. Nobody else bring creamer. They say, well, it's somebody else. I said, okay. So we made up or whatever. I brought 2 big bottles of creamer. So I said, look, fresh bottles. So then she says, well, you bring creamer and Dina B. So I said, okay, well, the next time I see Dina B, I'm gonna go and tell her. Like, yeah, I'm taking it. So I go in there, tell a story. They're laughing because, she goes, it's not you. She says, Joe drinks 5 to 6 cups of coffee a
Drinks
day.
a lot.
Oh,
He
he
does
does
drink a
drink
lot
a
of coffee.
And he's the only one here, and he's creamering it on up for everyone. I said, he gives the indication that he's in here drinking black
Well,
coffee.
he takes like but he drinks to start the day. He has like a Dunkin' one that's like
Right.
Yeah.
But he don't.
True.
He comes in and pours the cream in that.
He does?
Yes, he has
Why?
like 5 cups of coffee a day. He's drinking all the
So
creamer.
he just doesn't
doesn't
like the Dunkin' Donuts
He doesn't
creamer?
go. So I know what I'm doing. I'm going up. Give me $20.
Wow.
Why? I say, so you don't have to worry about creamer. You can go in there. I'll make sure there's creamer in there.
What if, just hypothetically, because he ain't listening, what if we have a dummy creamer?
Oh my.
Damn. Are we setting a trap right now?
Please. Please.
So what should we put?
I don't know.
Oh, this is good.
What about a creamer with like mayonnaise in it?
Oh.
No, wait.
Yeah, this is good.
Wait, we gotta be creative.
We'll
chew
make
on that
group
glue.
tomorrow.
Glue.
Chew on that.
Elmer's glue.
X-Lax?
Oh, I wasn't gonna go that direction.
I did that to my offensive lineman. Me and Tommy Vardell. So we were at practice every morning. Me and Tommy, like once or twice a week, we bring donuts for the running backs, right? So we have like 12 donuts in there. We go to walkthrough. We come back, all the donuts be gone, right? I go in the offensive line room. I say, hey, quit eating the donuts. Else what? I say, just stop eating the donuts, man. Like you want some, I'll bring you some. Don't eat the donuts. Okay. Next day they're gone. So following day, me and Tommy Vardell, right, took some X-Lax. They were in pill form.
Oh no.
Crushed them up like sprinkles, and put them on top of the donuts, right? We get out to practice. I say, who ate the donuts? I told y'all to stop eating my donuts. Else what? What you gonna do? I said, well, don't worry about it, because in a few minutes, we gonna know who ate the donuts. One by one. I said, oh, donuts, huh? So I was laughing. So Bill got mad at us because, like, we're all dying laughing because, and I said, hey, I told him don't eat the donuts. Now you got to wonder if the donuts are real or fake. Oh, it was hilarious.
Wait, so Bill Belichick did not laugh, or he didn't?
No, he didn't laugh. You know how serious he is about football. We try to play football. We in the back of the huddle line as lineman after lineman, tight cheeking out. Guess what? Never had to worry about another donut being eaten.
Point for Leroy.
Oh, it was hilarious, but it was well worth.
So wait, did you get fined?
No.
Warren? Did he have any rights?
Certain things just happen. It's like with the guy that got the $5,000 for riding naked through the crowd, right?
Good. That's funny.
There's certain things that, like, what do you do? Like, I'm more than sure Bill Belichick did not think that when he came out to practice today, he was going to lose 3 offensive linemen because of bubble guts, right? Because we put X-Lax on donuts.
Take a break. Back into this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Get to All Right on No here in just a second to close this out. But first, a training camp update sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Are you ready to level up your career game? MDCPS Technical Colleges have got you covered. Choose from tons of programs, learn from top-notch certified instructors, and get real-world experience. And the best part, you can graduate debt-free in just 1 to 2 years. You ready to make the move? Log on to careerinayear.com or call 305-558-8000. MDCPS Technical Colleges, your best choice for a brighter future. Today, Mike McDaniel spoke to the media at length. Going through it right now. It was long. 5-minute answer on the backup quarterback.
I saw it was like 23, 24 minutes total.
Is that how long? It feels like it's been longer than that. Anyway, he
29 minutes. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It was a doozy today.
For sure.
Knew we were in for one. He hadn't talked in 2 days. It's a long time for him not to be in front of microphones.
Pent up.
But anyway, let's give you a little bit of this because it seems to be right now, I'd say, the biggest mystery surrounding the Miami Dolphins, and that is the health of Odell Beckham Jr., who it's been a mystery.
Ain't no mystery to me no more. After that video.
Mike McDaniel, he said he's been told that OBJ is, rehabbing the right way from people who have played with him before. So here is Mike McDaniel.
One thing I've learned about Odell is he is putting his best foot forward. He's had some guys on this team that he has been teammates with on previous teams, whether in college or in the pros, and the way he's committed, they've really reassured me on how this is the best version of a rehab and meeting room version of Odell. Like he's really going after it, but I promise you, he didn't sign up for that. So I know there will be progression. There'll be progression. There's been progression every week, but I just know what he signed up for. What we signed up with him is for a development within the offense during the course of the season to be at our best and be at our best when our best is required.
I'm sorry, that
you know what?
That was about OBJ for about
Can
30
I just
seconds.
can I just say this?
Yep.
I came late.
Yep.
And I feel I didn't miss anything.
You didn't.
Pretty much.
Except for apparently Jalen Ramsey's a snitch.
He goes, he was his teammate. Jalen Ramsey! We know you like talking to Jalen Ramsey. It's Jalen Ramsey. Do they have any other Ram or anybody else who's played with Odell?
I can't think of it.
No,
off the top of my head.
Nope. Well, Jalen Ramsey was telling me.
No other Cleveland.
Any other LSU Tigers that have been playing?
Oh,
Jarvis
not
Landry's
the
not
same
there.
He's old.
Anyway, let's get to All Right on No.
Oh, let's do it.
Leroy, my All Right.
Yep.
Goes to one Dan Hooker, taking the mojo of the show and getting a victory. He is now going to be in the top 5 come tomorrow's rankings.
Friend of the show.
He says he wants to fight for the BMF belt. Sounds like he's going to be fighting Charles Oliveira though next. So that's a good fight. So that is my my All Right. Fantastic performance this past weekend. As in, also one guy I have not talked about today. Storm Duck. Continues to flock to the football.
Yes.
What a great job by him. Undrafted rookie free agent.
Is he getting any run with the first team?
He is not.
He's playing with the scrub quarterbacks too.
He is playing with the scrub quarterbacks.
Okay.
That's true. That is true. But
he's facing other teams, Mike White's and
True.
Derek.
But
Yeah.
Tell you what else.
Mike White's and
tell you what else he's facing.
What?
No completions because he's right there.
Okay.
Deflecting.
I got you.
My no goes to time.
What?
Oh, no.
I got 7 hours and 15 minutes to the Love Island reunion tonight.
Oh,
What am I gonna do? I just, I got to get to 9 o'clock tonight on Peacock.
All righty.
how long do you think it's going to be? Like 2 hours?
The reunion tonight?
Yeah.
I would venture to guess it's going to be multiple parts, J-Fig. I think we'll get many of episode
really?
this week. Yeah, usually reunions are not just a one-off. If it is, I expect 3 hours of Love Island tonight.
3 hours.
There's so
Are
many.
you serious? You're gonna sit in front of a TV and watch 3 hours of a reunion show that sucks?
Reunions are the best.
Look,
What do you mean?
it did
Whole
not suck
point
this season. It was
of
pretty
watching a reality show
They
is
had
the
like
reunion.
50 episodes.
Dude, I'm telling
You
you.
don't need a reunion. You should already know.
Here's the thing. They've all
No,
gotten
no,
into
no.
scandals in the time that they've been off the show. There's been scandals, sex tape leaks, breakups, newfound fame.
Wow.
We need to figure out where everybody's at.
For research purposes, who?
The
One guy
tape
got
is
canceled.
Kendall? Is it Kendall?
Kendall?
Yeah, Kendall.
Oh, it was him.
Yep.
Got
Lot of-
canceled?
Read that.
he didn't get canceled. Another guy got canceled.
Who got canceled?
Kane, who nobody liked anyway.
I always
Oh.
Question.
But he's not allowed on the reunion. They kicked him off the reunion.
I always wonder.
Well, he was
Not
talking a lot
good.
of garbage.
Like, because you never know.
You say some cancelable things, Leroy,
No, I don't.
but you're also very lovable.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Like, I don't. Like, hey, man.
What? It's your
That's-
turn. All right, I don't know. What do you got?
Listen.
I don't want you to give me examples. Just kidding.
Please don't.
Remember that time? Listen, all right. I was gonna give it to the old hook, but I'm gonna give it to Du Plessis. Because like these guys have been going at it for a while. I don't think people realize. For you to have a grudge with somebody and then you choke them out,
Yeah.
that's like a man's man. They take a nap, go to sleep.
You said
Those-
he's a man's man?
Yeah.
I explain this.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean,
Man's man.
you gonna go tell him? Because he just choked out who we thought was the great.
Can all that for sure.
Right? You gonna tell him?
I think it's just South Africa.
Yeah, I
No,
know it's in South
Dude,
African.
South Africa.
According to him, it is a celebration mankini.
It's the Borat.
Hey, yeah. So check this out.
Very nice.
Like, isn't it weird when you say African?
Well, that's how the whole controversy.
I know.
got to.
Right. That's
That's
I
what
mean, I
upset-
get it.
It's kind of
I
what
get
upset
it.
Izzy in the
But
first
wait,
place.
If somebody says they're African, like, I mean, like, yeah. Anyway.
Oh no.
Listen, Izzy.
Oh.
Izzy.
Oh no.
Man, I've watched you dominate the sport. I watched one of the greatest moments when you made some fighter's little kid take a nap. Right. It was, I don't know if I should have been ashamed for taking so much joy in that. You know, it was hilarious.
Izzy Adesanya and Jaime Jacquez just
Right.
making kids cry.
But you can't get choked out. You can't get, that's like Tyson losing in the right. That's like Tyson.
He was very respectful in losing, although I do think people are right. We're saying he's only respectful in losing because if he were to win, he would have twerked over Dricus du Plessis' body.
Yes. Well, yeah, he did. Like and remember, he said he's petty.
Yes.
So,
He's
like,
a very sore winner.
you think they fight again?
I don't think so. Not
For what?
I don't know what Izzy does next, to be honest with you. I really don't.
I'm kind of done
It's
with
kind
this
of a weird situation because he's lost to the two guys who are the top of the division right now, and then he's beaten everybody else. So there's really nobody for him to fight.
Right.
It's a strange thing. The only
Unless
thing,
he fights one of them guys again.
yeah, but they got to fight first.
Right.
So
Man.
The only thing that
it
makes
wasn't
sense-
that long ago when we were saying this might be the greatest guy to ever do it.
he was great. And then I think if I had to look at the landscape, the only thing that really makes sense probably is if he were to go up to 205 to fight Pereira at that weight, where Pereira has the belt now, and do a trilogy.
He probably shouldn't be going up.
Probably shouldn't, but I'm trying to think like what's left for him to do. You know,
Right.
like that's the only thing.
Ooh, no, we can't. Hey, Dolphin can't. Listen, you jackasses out there. We're not your show ponies. Stop making everything you think is funny and cute. Put it on the dartboard of doom.
Right.
We also have J-Fig on this show.
But if you do want to talk
She
show
cannot
pony,
wear a mankini.
right. But if you
I
do
cannot.
want to use the word show pony, you can get a month free of Blue Chew.
Which apparently that outfit was sponsored by.
J-Fig, what do you got for All Right on O?
Well, I had a pretty great busy weekend. But
Yeah.
my all right goes to Maren Morris.
Was
I
it good?
witnessed her slay.
Was it good?
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Did she let you just pick the playlist?
A lot of the songs I had in my playlist that I had sent over were sung. So I was really
Did
happy.
she like say, "What do you guys want to hear next?" or something? I think that's the coolest thing.
No,
that is
she's
cool.
not
You get
doing
to just like live interact with the audience.
Yep,
that's great.
A concert I went to in April had that whole thing happen, so it was really cool.
You know what's weird? I know who she is, but I didn't realize how much I listened to her music.
She
It's like a quiet,
killed
like
it. It was
yeah.
amazing, and it's so effortlessly. She's just amazing. Like her voice just comes out so natural. Like it's amazing.
Hey, Stunt Steve, Sideshow Bob. I mean, you guys are a bunch of welchers, so no one would actually do it. Yeah. Wow.
Is he with us or against us?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a
I don't
carnival
know.
barker.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Anyway,
What's your
my own note is yesterday I went to a brunch and a concert all on a Sunday. It was a lot of fun, but the aftermath not so much.
So hangover's your own now?
Hangover.
It's not even that. It's kind of like, I guess, too much activities, too much.
So you being washed is the oh no.
Basically, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Frog Boy, it is your day of birth.
Yes, it is.
That's all right.
Birthday.
That's all right for a group. All right.
Happy birthday, Frog Boy.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Hey, Blue Eyes.
To you.
Shut it down and let him get to his
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Frog Boy.
Somebody said they went to the Pat Benatar. Oh, you got to be my age. Pat Benatar?
Old school.
Yep.
So what do you got, Marcos?
My all right goes to my favorite safety in the game. Actually, my favorite football player in the game, a friend of this station, the snowman himself, Javon Holland. He was on the Pivot recently. And he had some specific rules about when entering his home. And no matter how hard that menace, Channing Crowder, tried to push back, he stood firm.
Sure this is clean?
You know what? I'm not.
Are we
So
going
it's
to
not
get blocked again?
Either way, I want your guys' opinion on it. Javon Holland says when you enter his home, you have to take your shoes off.
I know people like that.
No problem with that.
Channing Crowder says, I'm 40. I'm an adult. I'm not taking off my shoes when I enter your home.
That's rude.
Javon Holland says, well, you're not invited to my home then. But what are your guys' rules? Are you a shoes off, shoes on? You don't care kind of person.
I don't have carpeting, so I don't really care.
You don't really care.
I don't have a lot of carpeting either, but I know a lot of people that take them off. Like when I have my sister-in-law's kids and her kids' and when they have a whole bunch of kids, when I go by my front door, there's a mountain of shoes. That's how they do it. They leave the shoes at the door so they don't have to look for them.
That makes sense.
But if I go over somebody's house and I walk in and I see a whole bunch of shoes, I'll take my shoes off because I don't want to be that guy.
Nice, right?
So it's like if you're
what the house does.
Oh,
what are your rules?
The way Leroy's feet look, but keep in mind, buddy, always wearing socks.
Gotta wear socks.
You got webs out? What do you got as your rules?
Normally I wouldn't care, but now that we got the baby moving around and stuff, I don't want your mud tracking.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't do though is if you had me come into your house and then you had me put booties over my shoes.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? What are you painting the house?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's too much.
That's a one-way ticket to me turning around and leaving your party.
I'd rather not.
What are you doing?
People do that.
No, they don't.
No, they do that.
No, they don't.
Oh,
It must be
absolutely.
better take your shoes off.
I agree.
There's
Like,
specific
I'm
little
not
machines that you
AT&T.
press your foot into.
I'm like,
oh, that's. I mean, but
I'm
no,
like,
that's that.
no,
People do it.
not putting shoe condoms on to go in your house.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
That's where he draws the line, dude. That is where
Yeah,
he draws
like
the line.
when they like you got to get you. No,
All right.
that's too much. I'll take my shoes off. If you want me, I don't have a problem with that. Right? Some people got nasty feet too, though.
That's true.
But shoe boots? No.
That's the show for today, everybody. Marcos, happy birthday.
Woo! Thank you.
And we will talk to you rascals tomorrow.
Hope you mother
Have a good day.